Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Riyadh Masters. We are getting to the end of the day here as our final series for day one of the group stage. It is Shopify Rebellion taking on Bet Boom. I'm Cryptic here with Fogged, and it's been a
Hello.
great day, honestly, so far. We've had some really cool games. I'm really hoping this series holds that hype up. But I don't know. What do you think? How do you kind of feel about these two teams right now?
I mean, BetBoom, a team on the rise. Shopify, a team on the question mark. I think has
Yeah,
been
right.
kind of the thing for me, at least for them for some time, just because I'm unsure where to put them a lot of times because I even got to chat with them a little bit, and they're just like, we don't really know what's going wrong too much. Like, they seem to have just, especially in Bali, they were like, we don't really know what to fix because they're losing. They were like, we're losing with everything. So they're like, we're unsure what the actual biggest issue really is because they've been. I would say Shopify's identity has been very similar for a long time about like pressuring and having a very good advantage coming out of lanes. And
Yeah.
they do play like a lot of these popular heroes. Sometimes they have some niche that comes up from Crit in the past, but yeah, lately Crit's just he's in particular is the one for me that's been struggling on some of these like techies and stuff. And yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. They
Yeah.
just seem disconnected.
Yeah, it's been definitely a rough patch for them. We'll see if they can keep things up. As they're going against probably one of the best teams in the world, at least
Yeah,
as of recently. Bet Boom has looked incredibly good. Definitely the top Eastern Europe, and I have to say, like, it's been a good day already for Bet Boom. I think they took the 2-0 over Tundra. Yeah, so they
yes,
took a
they did.
2-0 over Tundra this morning, so they're already feeling good, riding the high. Whereas Shopify, they won one TSM, right? So
Yep.
let's see what they can do.
I mean, first game was this was the one I feel like they're so disconnected. I feel like I think Crit ended up dying early. He gave first blood and he made the Chen have the TB and the Chen have a better game than expected. But then he made up for it afterwards on Crit. But then they were so disjointed. There was like a lot of like anti-synergy it felt like too, and Brio popped off just catching RTZ. Second game, Shopify dumpstered. It was not even close. All three lanes super one-sided. I believe a solo
I think I
kill
caught
even.
that one.
Yeah, so
Yeah, that was the Naga Siren game, right?
yeah, Arteezy free farmed. Saberlight had like 100 something dual damage super early. Lesh solo killed mid. So let's see how they play it again. I think sticking with Naga for sure. It definitely looks like a good formula for success, especially if you're playing versus Broodmother.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been pretty successful against Brood for the most part. Like, it's great in the lane, right?
10 seconds.
Yeah, great in the lane, great in the game. Yeah, overall, just it's nice. You get catch, you get ways to play around him, and you can always just occupy and protect your safe lane as well too as a Naga versus this. So I've seen it so much now.
So they want to pick here on 8. So we haven't really seen a lot of great answers to the Naga Siren, to be honest. I think was it Evil Geniuses just lost with it, I think, for the one of the few times that we've seen it actually lose.
The Naga Siren in
Um,
particular, you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, Naga I think only lost. I want to say 2 games.
Yeah. It just lost on EG versus a like Timbersaw Medusa puck cores. And to be honest, like Collapse kind of just absolutely dominated that game. But
Radiant team ban.
Okay, and they'll early
Go for
get
the
an
Legion.
answer. All right, cool.
Cool.
I'm actually hoping to see this more and more. The more we're going to see Naga Sirens, I think the more we're going to see these Legions. I actually saw it quite a bit too in like on some teams in Bali. I think BetBoom was actually the one that was like one of the few ones who was even picking it. If I'm not, maybe I'm mistaking them with somebody, but I feel like I saw a lot of LC picks and bans, and it was even being played like mid and stuff. So
5 seconds.
I can't remember exactly who it was. Maybe it wasn't
I
them.
mean, we've seen safe lane Legion even, right? Like
Yeah.
in weird scenarios, because getting dual damage is pretty sick in good Legion games. If you have something to help secure the dual wins, like why not?
Yeah.
This hero can snowball out of control.
Yeah, and like the Sky Rafts and stuff like that getting more and more popular. It's always just, it's nice, this lane, right? Because then,
10 seconds.
and the one thing though, it's like now they already have the Brood, so where do you want to run all this?
5 seconds.
Yeah, I was gonna say you that's a really good point. You have to figure out which one of these heroes is going to the off lane. Maybe you run the Brood core, which we have seen a few times, but into the Naga matchup, it's not fantastic.
Yeah, BetBoom is definitely, I think they did play at least one of the Brood carry games, if I remember, at Bali. I'm sure Nightfall did it one and he popped off. So he just did like BKB Nullifier Manta stuff with Echo Saber in between, and he was 9-0 this game, the one that he did it, and it was versus a Naga Siren, so.
They actually opened this exact same draft this morning against Tundra. I think it was a Brood Legion, and it was safe lane Brood.
Why the hell am I not seeing this game? Why am I not seeing the BetBoom game for some reason?
think that's what happened. I'd have to double check the draft again.
I didn't get
Okay,
to see
no.
that one,
It wasn't.
so-
It wasn't the opener. They opened Brood Oracle, but they did grab Legion in second phase.
Okay. What the heck? Why can't I find this game? Really weird. Oh well. Maybe I'm doing
10
something wrong.
seconds remaining.
But either way, I like this pick. I think
Yeah.
this should be pretty cool for Bet Boom. We'll see what they decide to ban out. They get rid of the Timbersaw, of course. Really rough hero for both these guys to play into.
Mm-hmm.
Radiant team
It's got to be
ban.
something that pairs well with the Rubik lane, right? Because you're definitely running Rubik 4. This is definitely going to be Crit's hero.
Yeah.
Curious what they want for Fly.
I'm curious if they want any type of like save or anything too, because if you're playing versus Legion, like the Shadow Demon can raise up. A lot of teams really like Shadow
Yeah.
Demon, some
10
just don't.
seconds
But
remaining.
could be possible one here if they want to go down that route.
Always Oracle, but it's not like this game doesn't scream super great for Oracle
Nah.
because you're not like dispelling something in the lane to give you the advantage.
Banning out Pugna Lion, trying to target save. Very difficult player to target overall. I mean, save.
Dire
I talk
team
about
ban.
Katomi quite a bit. Save is him and Katomi are my favorite 4 positions at the moment, just from the flashy stuff that they do, and they play like some more unorthodox stuff at the times. Like Save playing as Pudge when nobody else was is always really cool. And seeing them ban Pudge, that's cool.
I was gonna say, what is that Pudge ban?
10
I mean, we're seeing more and more of the Pudge to counter some of these things.
Like
I think
duels?
it's actually having a pretty good win rate, if I'm not mistaken.
Is it just the Dismember Shard? That's just pretty solid still.
I think I saw it being played mostly as core versus the Illusion heroes.
Oh, okay.
Because you just get
So-
that Ags timing and stuff like that. 'Cause I think I saw 23 even play it earlier versus Secret, if I'm not mistaken, and he was a beast. He actually got. I mean, he didn't really have to do too much, to be fair. I think Jabs and Makoto carried, but he was super tanky, and he did play it. So
5 seconds remaining.
Have
Something
you
on the
seen something
rise.
like a Phantom Lancer then coming out from Bet Boom? Is that like what they want? Because
Yo.
then you're definitely running a weird Tricore on Bet
yeah,
Boom.
that is the question.
We'll see. Shopify, they have last pick here, so they should be able to kind of set themselves up for better lanes, but they maybe get an idea of where these Legion Broodmothers are going. But for now, probably Fly's hero is, I would have to guess. What did he want?
Still thinking the save if he does want to go down that route, but
Yeah, I like the Shadow Demon, man. It has looked pretty dang good today.
yeah.
More illusions for the Naga as well.
Yeah, that's why I kind of like, because it fits in multiple different scenarios. But maybe they're thinking it's not good for the entirety of the game. But it doesn't sound horrible. I guess we'll see. Does Bet Boom just go down the Skywrath route? Also, we'll find out. They'll just do the inch. Okay. I mean,
Super strong lane now.
yeah, it's gotten, of course, weaker. It's gotten nerfed quite a bit, but it has some cool potential too. Even with I mean, I'll mention it, but it's not massive. But the shard, I think, is actually quite good in these type of games. It's nothing like a spider's killing himself. That can happen, but it's more about just having double creeps. It's actually really, really strong.
Save people too from like the potential of just boa and running spiders at you.
Yep,
Dire
it'd be kind of
team
cool.
It's a nice little other option.
Full
They will go
aggression.
back for Techies and Snapfire. Yeah, full aggression.
I like
this.
this.
Is sick. And they still haven't really revealed too much about the lanes.
Likely, it's gonna. Well, it's the snap mid. Techies
Yeah,
off
it's
with the
likely
Legion
snap mid,
brood
yeah.
carry, but
remaining.
I like this approach quite a bit here. Like this Naga Siren, there's a lot of counters for him now at this moment. They like the brood. They don't mind the brood carry versus it, as we've seen. I've seen them play it a couple times. And Legion's great versus Naga. Techie's good versus Naga. Snap good versus Naga. So Bet Boom definitely addressing this first 2 pick. Rubik has a good game potentially here though versus Techie Snap, and interrupt the blast off and stuff like that. Could get some nice steals.
I know it's a little bit of a meme, but Abed Storm Spirit does not seem that bad here. Hey, you have Duel, of course, but
Radiant team ban.
oh, okay. Saberlight's Beastmaster. That works. Strong lane. I think they are anticipating the Broodmother there.
Okay, they're just drafting for themselves then, rather than drafting versus anything in particular. It feels like.
10 seconds remaining.
I really like Bet Booms right now. I like their
5
4.
seconds remaining.
Yeah, I do
Shopify
too.
have a lot of ways to split up the map, though. They have this Beastmaster summons eventually, Naga Siren illusions, Ench creeps and stuff like that. So perhaps looking to stall out and stuff like that, plus also get ways to do Roche with Ench Beastmaster rather than looking to counter things in particular. But also it is, yeah, the Beast versus Brood lane that they're probably just expecting, so. Okay.
Huckman makes sense. Very good. No, not a lot. It's the same thing as like Huck Storm. There's not a lot of catch for these heroes outside of Duel.
Yeah.
So it would have been a pretty solid Puck game.
Could probably
I kind of expected them to do it, but yeah.
Yeah, I think they could just ban both.
5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban.
The Chen. That'd have been pretty solid.
Makes Beastmaster's game miserable.
I mean, you have the double summons here from Beast Ench.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you can get some momentum rolling early, but I think it has to pair well with your mid laner. Because this Naga Siren's going to be farming for quite a bit.
5 seconds
I
remaining.
can't imagine you're going to have a great lane against Legion techies as a Naga Siren.
I mean, it looks like
There's the Stormban.
they've like heavily addressed this Naga Siren. I'm a bit worried. I mean, Naga is an amazing hero right now, but I bet Boom has literally pretty much drafted 3 heroes in order to try to counter it here. What's Abed's hero that's left?
10 seconds remaining.
Might just still just be something weird like an Ember, because like I was saying, I think Shopify's picking more for the game rather than for the actual like straight up counters and stuff like this. So maybe he just accepts the fact that he's going to be in a tougher matchup.
Could you pick Primal Beast?
For Abed?
For Abed.
Radiant team pick.
Could be possible, actually.
I mean, he's going to have last pick for the mid lane, which should be quite nice for him because you should kind of see...
Holy crap.
I think we're looking for the support here, of course, but it...
Hey, look at the bans. I don't think I've seen 5 support. Lion, Pug, Nikado, Chen, Lich.
10 seconds
That's
remaining.
wild.
Yeah, very cool.
I mean, Clockwork is still here. If they want to go for like a Clockwork.
Remaining.
I don't know if you need it.
Boom, I think you probably just want some like good laner with Broodmother here at this point. Unless you do put the snap up there.
Still Crystal Maiden. That kind of hurts in Ench and Beast.
Yeah, they did try it at Bali for Tokyo and it ended up not working, and then he just decided to play like his usual more farmy kind of like Spirit Breakers and stuff like that, but maybe.
I'm excited to see what they're coming up here for Abed's pick, because I think he's going to have to make a lot happen out of the mid lane. And just assuming that this is going to be the Snapfire mid, we haven't really seen this hero lose a lot of lanes.
No. See what we get.
Time though.
Yeah.
Toronto, Tokyo's.
Probably just discussing
Wants the
which
perfect
one.
hero.
Yeah, which one it is.
Dire team pick.
Ooh, okay.
Well, you were correct. A little bit more of a farmy support. I mean, I don't think we're going to see Antara's levels of what we saw earlier, but in general, still very good. It's not great against the Naga Siren or the Enchantress, but I like it.
5 seconds.
What's left here for
remaining.
Abed? I mean, if he wants to go down that Ember route, so it's risky.
Is there anything that just doesn't lose to Snapfire mid, or like just draws the lane even?
And maybe it is Primal. Like, Primal is a pretty cool suggestion, actually.
Either that or Wind Ranger, maybe.
I feel like I've seen that one so many times, and then the Snaps game is just better overall. But
Yeah. I think I kind of like both of those though. I think both would be fine. I bet I just see playing Primal Beast more often.
Damn.
Okay. Pango. There's no silences, which is typically like one of the most frustrating things to do as a Pangolier, because you just throw the silence during rolling when it ends. So like this Pango, pretty open for the game for the most part.
Yeah, definitely some BKB piercing disable could be some concerns. I don't know how this lane goes. This doesn't sound easy for a Pango.
Yeah, it does not.
Okay. We'll have to see how these lanes all do go down. Very interesting stuff.
Overall, I feel like have to to be pure playing the Legion Commander, of course. So I kind of like what they've got here. I think their lane should I mean, mid lane for sure should be pretty easy. I don't think the Naga Sirens lane is going to be great.
I like BetBoom's approach. I mean, they're playing against this Naga. They have super countered this Naga. So many answers. Arteezy could be off to a tough one if his side lanes struggle. This could be difficult for him to kind of. If his other lanes struggle. I don't know. I don't really like BetBoom's, to be honest with you, but
we've seen a lot of like Snapfires rotate early with Mortimer Kisses and like take down Naga Sirens in the side lanes like with ease. I am actually kind of wondering if we go back to seeing like a Midas pickup on the Naga Siren like we saw the other day, where it's like you try and just grab the Midas, get those early levels and experience and gold.
Yeah,
but
I mean, Fly's gonna have to work some Enchantress magic, and Enchantress can do that sometimes, but I feel like this bottom lane does not look that easy. Like a Legion Commander Techies versus a Naga Siren, the harassment's gonna be constant. The illusions won't ever really be there. It does feel like it's gonna be a bit slow for him. That was a Saberlight lane. The Beast versus Broodmother Batrider.
What the heck? Did they just remake? What is going on here? Oh no. A bunch of people were like DCing and now the game's paused. We'll have to see. I don't know what's going on there.
It looks like it was they may have like lost internet or something for a second there, so.
Yeah, it's literally the entire BetBoom team. Hopefully they'll be back in a moment. But I don't know. It should be fun. I'm excited. I think BetBoom is just looked super clean. Like their execution in fights has been really solid, and this is just another like good team fight oriented draft. You have Lasso into so many like easy follow ups, right? Blast Off. You have Mortimer Kisses, Nightfall on the Broodmother. He looked really good on this hero earlier. As a core Brood, though, are you worried about anything in particular this game? Because, or like safe lane Brood, not core, but as a safe lane one position Broodmother, the matchup in the Naga Siren doesn't feel super great. So you're just relying on your other allies to deal with it at this point, and he just runs the backline.
Yeah, I mean, because they did pick 3 literal heroes to try to counter the Naga, right? Legion, Techie, Snap in order to shut this down to get that space. I'm not sure of how this matchup will go in the top lane. This Beastmaster Rubik is a strong lane. I don't know how they're going to do with the Bat Brood. I think I'm going to be looking, because I think this Naga lane is very difficult, so I'm not really going to look too much on. I think I'm going to be looking mostly at mid and in the off lane here for Shopify. How Abed's going to do versus the Snap and how much the Beastmaster is able to get.
All right. I'm down. We'll see how it goes. And Pango is just not a hero I've seen all that often either. Like I feel like it really fell off in this patch. Like it's been very few picks, I think, for the most part. I can see if I can find the actual numbers, but I think I've seen it a ton.
Lots of nerfs. These heroes that people are just starting to pick to bully the lanes a little bit more definitely causes some issues. And yeah, Primal being popular, right, just definitely hurts him quite a lot here. But if Abed is off to, if he can get a good start, that's going to open up all of Shopify's draft. That's the one thing here. Just it can be a difficult matchup versus Snapfire. So I'm wondering if he's going to be able to do that or not. I mean, if he does, yeah, I think they've got a good chance to be able to secure space for this Naga playing around Abed. But if he doesn't, then I have some concerns.
Yeah, it looks like it has 16 picks, a little under a 50% win rate. So not the best, but Abed, yeah, I'm pretty dang good mid player. We'll see if he can pull something out. Hopefully we get this game actually started here in a moment. It looks like we're still just paused. I don't know if anyone is reconnected.
None of them.
Off the side of BetBoom. Yeah, all 5 are still DC'd, right?
Yeah.
So hopefully they get that resolved shortly. We'll probably hear from one of the admins or production, I'm guessing, soon. Hopefully it's not a power outage or internet outage or something.
Curious to see what
power outage.
It's power? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So
hopefully
we'll get an answer to it shortly, but it shouldn't be too long, hopefully. Dude, okay, so unrelated to this draft, unrelated to this game. I guess kind of related because Pudge was banned. Do you feel like this? You said you've been seeing it mostly as a core. I mean, I love Pudge in general. Do we ever see Pudge come back like as a support, really, or is it really just like he's too good against the illusion heroes?
I safe plays it. I don't think he played it.
Does he really?
In Bali, I know he played it in Berlin. He was the only one to be playing it in Berlin, if I'm not mistaken. But I mean, maybe there's some small chances. I just think that hero has definitely gotten quite a bit of hurts to be playing as support. You know, hearing the hook from fog and stuff like that's always annoying. But
yeah, I forget that was even added. That was a rough one.
Yeah. And let's see what the other thing I always like to talk about with this matchup. Now that we don't get to see him that much, of course, but Shopify versus BetBoom, it's Nightfall versus his former team. So You have to
Oh,
imagine
yeah,
there's
yeah.
always some inner workings that he's probably telling his team as well too. It's like, this is what they want to do. This is what Bulbul would want them to do. Like, right? Because he did play with them for some time. So
That's true. I mean, it was like not. He was there for what, like one full year, one full season, or like
maybe a
one
little
full
longer, right?
tour. Was it a little bit longer? It might have been, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But transition from the off lane back to the carry role, or I guess from carry to off lane back to carry. So he's definitely a little bit more comfortable, and
Yeah.
he's looked really good on Bet Boom, since he rejoined. So
Mm-hmm. And yes, for the people telling us to start, the game is paused. There is nothing going on. So if you would like to see the pick screen, I mean, that probably can be better than our stupid faces. But either way, I mean, it's paused, guys. Don't worry.
yeah, you're not missing. I promise you, we're not intentionally just not showing you the game. Oh, looks like we are. Oh, we had a couple reconnects, but then more disconnects. Okay,
Yeah.
unlucky.
Trying to just get things figured out here. I still can't. So I'm trying to. I can't get the game up from what Betboom played versus Tundra earlier. But this sounds very similar to what they had versus them from what you were telling me.
Yeah, so very close. They had the Brood Legion. They ended up taking the Wind Ranger, Enchantress, and Oracle. The Oracle is pretty sick because they would just like all in this Legion duel, like find a target like that they know they weren't going to actually win the duel on. You just throw the Oracle ult and it just locks down the carry eventually so that they can find the kill. It was cool.
Okay. Why the hell can't I find that game? Okay, now it's showing up for me. I was like, why can't I see the... There we go.
Yeah, they looked good. It's surprising, too, because Tundra has looked really good recently, and they just 2-0'd them pretty convincingly. I mean, the first game was actually really close. Super long game, like 61 minutes or something, but Axe late game. Heck of a hero sometimes.
Yeah, wow, that's actually cool. Axe versus the PL. Oh, I wish I got to see that game. Damn, that sounds super sick.
Yeah.
There's so many games, obviously. It's tough to keep track of all of them, but damn, this one looks insane. Some GPK 25, level 28, too. Damn.
Yeah, we've had a couple like really nuts games today. We had our almost 70-minute game just a moment ago.
Yep.
I think Quest and Extreme had some like near 60-minute games. So it's been a long day of Dota already, and I like it.
And
I like it.
It looks like they're coming back. So update, guys.
Ooh.
They look like they should be coming back soon. There's a couple of them reconnecting. So yeah, just a couple little issues. So we'll be getting underway very soon. And we'll see. Will Shopify be able to look more coordinated together? If they are, swear, like so 50-50 right now for me. Some games just like, damn, they're crushing this early game. Everyone's making the right move. Then other games just everyone's doing their own thing. So let's see what Shopify we get in this one, and if they're able to counteract the strong bet boom.
It's a little bit interesting because this draft kind of doesn't scream like kind of old school like Shopify or like what used to be like EG in terms of like they would just pick super heavy lane. They'd always pick for lanes and then just snowball off of lanes.
Yes.
And it's like this is one of those games where you don't really have that, right?
Yeah. Pretty much, honestly. Like, I mean, if it was different heroes that they're playing up against, perhaps these heroes have these better lanes. But we'll have to say, Fly, Ench can always be an X factor, and we'll see how much Crit and Saberlight are able to do in that top matchup too. I don't know how that lane actually goes. The Beast Rubik versus Brood plus a Bat Rider, but the Naga one looks tough, and yeah, it looks like we're unpaused. This is the end of the drafting screen here is finishing, so we're starting.
Claps for everyone. Oh no, are we?
Yeah. Well,
all right, there it is. Unpausing. We're good.
Resumed for now.
Woo! I was worried. I was like, don't tell me we're repaused. Okay, we're good. Claps, everyone. Thank you for waiting patiently. Hope you enjoyed this podcast.
Yep.
As we get ready to go into the next game. We get ready to go into game 1 of our final series, so it should be fun. Oh, man.
Maybe. If we get in here.
Maybe. Did it pause again?
No, it's resumed. It's the end.
Is it? Oh, God.
It's strategy time.
Okay.
We got strategy time.
Yeah. Strategy time, of course.
And let's see if we get
the hero
if more
intros.
people actually do the sentry thing, because we didn't even get to see it happen from Antares. I guess that's why they were actually like all prepared around there. Sorry, I'm stupid. Didn't watch YouTube videos or whatever. That's a new big thing, I guess, in the last 2 weeks. But that was kind of interesting to see the sentry ward at tier 2.
It's funny because neither of us had seen it, but they definitely knew about it.
Yeah.
Right? Because they were positioned specifically to stop that sentry, which is super funny. Oh, Lord. Okay, we're at least in the game. We're going to go to the game, I'm sure. Like, we're at least there, but we are paused again. So, don't get your hopes up too high quite yet.
Look at that Nightfall using dub voice lines at Shopify. That's actually pretty good.
Go. better next time.
And let's see if we
Okay.
get anything out of the ordinary here. So you said very comfort picks from Shopify, maybe not particular counter picks, but things that they want to play here in this game. Well, BetBoom, it's comfort, but it's also they're looking to counter pick a little bit more, I would say, in this scenario when they see that Naga first too. See how these lanes play out. I don't see any weird items. I don't see anybody with anything too strange at the moment. Everything looks pretty standard itemization. Here we go.
Yeah. Finally. Okay, we might be back in. Here we go. I mean, Arteezy's Naga Siren is pretty legendary, right? Like, he is one of those players who has been playing this competitively for almost a decade, right? So you got to give respect to his Naga Siren, and I think BetBoom have done it, right? Like, they, like you said, address it with 3 picks specifically. So we'll see if they can manage to keep Arteezy kind of shut down here after the lane stage. But for now, finally jumping into the game. Shopify here versus BetBoom. For those of you who are just tuning in, it is game 1 of our final series. And yeah, we'll see how it ends up playing out. I want to see some fights here at the runes, dude. We got some good aggressive heroes.
Both lineups are pretty wonky around the level 1, I'd say. You have one with a Brood, and you have another one with like an Ench Beastmaster who has Boar Skilled. So. And a Naga. I mean, this is going to be some awkward run at you if it does go down.
You got blood grenades. You're probably fine,
Yeah, you're right.
That's
I
all
mean,
you
blood
really
grenade
need.
just changes everything. It's a free spell. Yeah, whatever.
Looks like they're gonna probably avoid the fights and just try and get some vision out with these illusions.
Did you see Pure today also in the Tundra pause? What he was, he said, "Guys, I'm doing nothing. I'm just chilling. I swear."
I did not, but that is quite good.
At least he's being a bit humorous about the big mess up. It's 3 runes. BetBoom. They're gonna be able to get it. Nightfall actually sneaks down, able to take it away from Fly there. Nice.
The Zoomer reaction time.
Yep.
He's done it. All right.
And let's see how we get the lanes. Look like it's actually Shopify attempting for a dodge here, and Nightfall he can just actually twin gate. So dodging lanes feels a little bit more difficult nowadays because of these twin gates and stuff like that. And they're actually just going to be able to get the matchup that they want. It looks like anyway.
Saberlight sees the web come out from behind him. He's like, guys, he's here. He's here.
But I still think that this is the right approach. I still think this is really smart here from Shopify because they don't want this Naga Siren to just sit versus a Legion +1. He's going to TP top. They're going to shift it around. Let's see if there's a musical lanes that can end up coming out here a lot here. I think we will.
Yeah, it's only a matter of time. Beastmaster will take the portal to the bottom lane. That being said, Pure is already doing the same thing. He's going to portal top.
Yep. All right, musical lanes.
Oh, boy. It's going to be quite fun.
Really
Love to see it.
They really want to get this matchup. They want this Legion versus this Naga Siren. They want the techies versus him too. So now we're gonna have weird stuff. Now it's this weird stuff where it's gonna be supports end up getting these early strong levels. Like Fly, he's level 2 down bottom.
So who does this favor? And like at least on the support side, because Enchanters can be pretty scary of a hero, but
Who knows? I don't know.
you're getting nothing on the Naga Siren right now.
I probably bet Boom, but I don't even know. It's tough to say. Just because Arteezy's getting literal nothing in mid matchup, as we said, it's gonna be hard for Abed.
Abed is getting destroyed right now.
Yeah.
8 and 4 on GPK. Are they still lane swapping? Oh my god, they are. Someone make it stop.
Legion's just gonna come back down here. He's just like, all right,
my
Arteezy, you have no TP. You gotta walk to the gate, my friend. This does not feel good for Arteezy. I guess
No,
maybe Saberlight a little happy, but I don't know. This is. Alright, Pure just watching him. He
Pulls him off.
down.
I mean, Toronto Tokyo is going to do a decent chunk of damage here. We'll get the napalms off. Or he doesn't even have napalm. Never mind. He's just going to try and run him down with Firefly, but...
This is the most awkward. And this is a level 1 Naga Siren with 3 last hits. This cannot be good for Shopify right here. Pure's just gonna follow him.
Yeah, why not?
Nightfall's actually getting some farm and levels now too. All right, this is getting weird. Meanwhile, GPK just destroying mid, 13-7 to 6-1.
Yeah, this isn't even close.
No.
I was not sure how bad, like how good this Pango matchup was going to be into Snapfire. My gut feeling was pretty bad. This is really bad.
Yeah, I mean, this feels like... Hey, this is the last pick Pango. I'm putting it into this matchup.
Oh, it's the deny anyway. I mean, when the enemy mid has as many denies as you do last hits, that is rough.
What? And they're still swapping. I mean,
Okay, I have a great story about lane swapping, and I feel like this is very appropriate right now.
This can't. I'm just watching Arteezy getting 0 CS. That can't be good for him.
It was actually a game involving Arteezy. I think he was playing up against Envy back in. Okay, they're actually just gonna go aggressive on the Pure. They've got a tri-lane now, I guess.
A tri-lane with Naga beat. Oh my
Beastmaster,
God.
time to go back through the gate.
I feel like sometimes I've seen where people just go jungle together or something when stuff gets sent, but this feels horrible for Shopify. I don't know how much I can keep saying this, but TZ's getting nothing. Fly is farming, but I'm sure you're not. I'm sure TZ's like, guys, like, what is going on?
It's a lot easier for Nightfall to go through these gates.
I mean,
right?
They really want these matchups, but it's not happening. And now at this point, it's been 4 minutes of you swapping around your level 2 Naga Siren. I don't even know if you care about the matchup on BetBoom anymore.
Oh my goodness.
TZ's just going to go down.
He's just dead. First blood to Nightfall. You have a Hawk like trying to provide vision, but they just kept the 3 up here. Like, all right, at some point, either he's gonna gate or we're gonna gate. And he just dies.
And Abed's trying his hardest to like pull lanes and stuff like that, but GPK actually meets the wave. So he's gonna continue just getting smashed from the Snapfire.
Double his CS. This is. I mean, this Snapfire is gonna have level 6 when he's like still barely level 5.
I mean, the Snapfire is gonna hit 6 when Arteezy is like level 3. He could literally just go up there and kill.
Naga.
He could literally go up to the Naga and kill him without even using kisses when he hits 6.
Saberlight pushed up to the high ground. Thank you. We'll just take the portal as now.
Artur?
That is a level 4 Bat Rider who can just definitely solo kill a Naga Siren. He's gonna have to use the mirror image. Blood Grenade comes out, and I don't know if he gets away. Toronto, Tokyo.
Okay, this game is one of the biggest disasters I've ever seen. I don't know. I have no idea what to really say. I think this Naga's got the absolute. What is he, the lowest net worth hero? Okay, he's not the lowest, but almost. 3 core is actually farming well. I think they just moved. They're moving too much. All right, Fly. Let's see what you can do with your creeps, because I feel like you've got so much to fix here now in these lanes.
They have to kill GPK, but you've got like Hurricane, and that's about it here. So we'll see. Enchant comes out. Can Hurricane him back? The shield crash misses. Do throw out the blood grenade. Abed will get caught there for the moment. Has to connect on this swashbuckle. He does do it, and they get the kill. Save likely to fall as well. So some signs of life here for Shopify as they do manage to grab some good kills in the mid lane.
I mean, this is probably what you do. Just play around Abed, set up this Pango to try to recover things for you, because this Naga Siren's got no game whatsoever.
Toronto Tokyo stole the Arcane Rune as well. That feels real rough. That would have been so good to pick up. I'll be forced to TP out.
This is just so strange. I'm just still watching Arteezy, like, unable to get last hits. He's playing versus Nightfall, who has treads and almost a soul ring, and he's level 3. Nightfall's near 5.
Just a almost 25 damage advantage.
Yeah. Okay, Abed. He's level 6 though. Let's see if he can get a kill up set up here.
That is a roll from a completely different continent, but it will eventually. Okay, I would say it will eventually connect. Maybe not. It doesn't, but they do have the damage.
Oh my god, the nuke!
However, with a turnaround, oh my goodness, he's sustaining thanks to the moment of courage, and Toronto Tokyo is coming in. They pushed him away.
He's 5.
Uh-oh.
This bat's huge.
That is a disaster. The 3-point overwhelming odds just destroyed these heroes.
Arteezy, go get the Wisdom Rune. All right, there you go. I mean, he needs it. He's got the Midas queued up. But this is not one of those I'm ahead Midases where I'm going to buy this and continue to stay ahead. This is the, holy shit, what happened to my game, guys? Midas, please God help me.
Oh, no. I mean, Legion Commander going to hit level 6 here relatively quick. The follow-ups with Techies are going to be really quick, really solid as well. Like, Save has a ton of XP. He's just almost level 5.
Toronto Tokyo's near 6, too. I mean, he can just solo kill Arteezy at any moment he finds him. He's already going to start looking for a wraparound perhaps here. Arteezy can't lane. He actually has a jungle. So I think, yeah, Fly, just keep playing around mid. Keep trying to set up Abed for some success. I say try.
You're talking like early in these lane swaps, like which supports benefit the most. I think it's pretty clear right now. That is the duel under the tower. Legion gets the first kill. As they now look for crits. They have Blast Off. He has no way he can take this gate.
They got him.
He's going to try and buy him a little bit of space, but yeah, Toronto Tokyo will get level 6 off this kill. And it is 6-2, a 3K lead. Abed. Oh no, okay. GPK taking a little bit of damage from enchantment.
Not bad at all.
Yeah, this is
This is
big oof.
It's still okay. Now he's no longer bottom 3 net worth, but now it's actually the Beastmaster who's just getting all that brunt of everything too, because he's just trying to fix things. He's actually suffering too. I mean, Fly's gonna end up maybe being the most farmed hero on his team.
I mean, that would be kind of funny if you were ahead, but not when you're behind.
No, I mean, this is the most weird game ever, because like Arteezy's just, he literally can't show up for. I don't even know when we're gonna see this Naga Siren show up in the game, because there's 4 heroes that counter him, and they're off to such a godly start that it's just gonna be so weird. Abed, let's dodge the cookie.
Nice, rolling. Is he just invis runes and safe? Okay, that's kind of cool. Enchant comes out. Abed does take a lot of damage though from that Bat Rider.
And they'll just settle, I guess. I mean, they're not even gonna get the creep. All right, nice invis rune. Make space.
Abed's got to get active.
Yeah, he has to just run around. Like, literally, just run around from all these lanes. Try to make space for Arteezy. Level 5, Nightfall, now 7. Takes towers. He's occupying this whole bottom side. Nightfall's
where's your Broodmother answer now is the real question.
Exactly. If your Beast and your Pango's struggling, your Pango's just got too many places to go around. He can't actually go to every lane.
I wasn't sure if Nightfall was going to throw another web and try and chase him down with the spiders, but instead would rather use them to help take the tower.
He got him so low and just forces him away, and he's just continuing just free farm and pressure here. 4 heroes on the top side here for Shopify. Can't find a setup here. Beast has hit 6. Getting closer and closer to Dominator.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
10-minute power rune coming through here. Toronto, Tokyo looking for crit. Gets the pushback. You don't even need to lasso. You can just walk at these heroes, and instead, just another duel.
He's going to have so much dual damage, too.
Cookie on forward.
His Blade Mail is going to be early for Pure as well. So much kill threat around the map. They have 3 true cores. Well, Shopify, they have 3 cores, but one of them is not the Naga for some reason right now. One of them is the Enchantress. And Arteezy TP's bottom and gets pushed right back to base.
He is still 600 gold off of a Midas.
Jesus.
Why, thank you.
All right, keep playing around Abed. All right, fill up his bottles. Keep trying to get this Pango presence. And flying him. Keep moving around. Try to recover the disaster that this game is. And they find Nightfall. This would be a big snag. And if Arteezy is able to get involved, be some much-needed gold.
I mean, they need to do something. They get him with the enchant. Abed comes in. Rolling Thunder's there. I mean, it's not going to be easy to hit.
It's definitely real deep.
Yeah, it is indeed. There's going to be the TPs coming through. They managed to trap the Bat Rider. The lasso not onto the correct unit here. Whatever Kisses doing a decent chunk of damage to Arteezy, but it's not enough. And Fly will just TP on home. Okay, I mean, you force a reaction, I guess, but you still don't get anything.
And Arteezy doesn't get farmed during that either. He's actually chasing for a kill, so he's actually gets absolutely nothing out of it. And this is awkward. Awkward from the side of Shopify, then Tokyo lasts as an illusion, but... Okay. Pure in mid. Saberlight's trying to get the wraparound.
Okay, I mean, it's the Blade Mail off. The Roar is there. You might be able to chain stun him down. They're really trying, but Pure is so dang tanky. He wants the duel on the crit. Dude, if he gets this, he does. What a play. Save on the run now. Enchant comes out. A lot of damage from the creeps, but the bigger kill. They've got the Bat Rider, or the Beastmaster as well, thanks to the Bat Rider. And Fly. I mean, he's somewhat tanky, but there's a lot of magic damage. The Scatter Blast will connect. He's trying to run. Meanwhile, Nightfall's just backdooring the mid tower.
And he solo killed Arteezy on Nightfall.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, he solo killed. He solo killed Arteezy also. This one, I don't know. This one's... I don't even know what they do. I'm trying to grasp at straws here. Just like, hopefully the Pango or something for Shopify is able to get stuff like that. But I actually think Arteezy's... this might be the most impossible recovery, I think. He's bottom 2 net worth.
Yeah, he's 9th. Literally 9th on net worth.
And what's his levels looking like, too? I imagine he's probably... He's
the lowest level in the game.
Him and the Rubik.
Him and Crit, yeah. Oh, Lord.
Good jeez. Good Lord. I mean, the support.
Do you somehow transition to a support and like try and have Fly carry it? I mean, Fly's going for a Dragon Lance, so
I mean, maybe. I guess I don't. That was such a cool play there by Pure. He actually was. He almost like gets it even quicker if he had the mana for overwhelming odds. But the Spark of Courage armor, that's 7 armor you get when you're below. That actually was the difference.
It's cool.
That was insane. And now
he just gets another 10 damage.
Yep. In the midst of 3 heroes, of them ganking him, he gets a kill.
Countdown to the Midas, 100 gold away. RTZ is almost online.
He almost has minus. Bet Boom, Nightfall has double his net worth.
Yeah.
I mean, they're looking to set up the gank for him.
I also like that Bet Boom's not playing this greedy. They're just picking fight and run at you items, right? He's going Echo Saber, BKB. Pure's got Blade Mail going Blink. We got Snapfire going 8 posts and a boot to travel. They do manage to find Nightfall bottom with this Rolling Thunder, and they finally find themselves a kill. Okay, that is the Diffusal reveal, so that was quite nice.
That's a good kill. And Saberlight survives in the meantime, too. He actually dodged the gank that was coming out top. Maybe they can turn this into a tower, open up some space for this Naga Siren for Artur to dream big.
You got it, baby. Midas is here.
Midas is here, but here comes Bet Boom. They actually want to protect this tower.
All right, nice rotation back. They do not give up the tower. Well played by Bet Boom.
Yep, and they'll shift themselves back top, but Saberlight has been doing an excellent job up here of avoiding the gank, but also setting up the Hawk, so he did get to see them making the move over. And he gets to see them again. He moves the Hawk over, he scouts out the smoke, so good micro.
Dude, he's just left a Hawk on that portal the whole time. Yeah. It's actually pretty cool.
He's even like...
Gonna go check the high ground ward.
Yep, nice play, even with his courier. He knows they're setting up for him.
He's playing really well. It's not quite the same idea, but the 30-minute of farming ancient creeps that we saw yesterday, it's like kind of the same thing, like just occupying a section of the map.
Yeah, I mean, it buys time.
Finding net worth.
It buys time for Arteezy and even the Pango to not have to play aggressive. They get to sit back and get some farm, and now actually looking to group up, continue to look to make space for Arteezy. I don't know if they... I think Arteezy does not come with the smoke, but...
Yeah, Midas Naga, I don't think contributes a ton in the fight, I'll be honest. Definitely needs like his Yasha Manta.
It just needs 10k gold.
Yeah, no big deal.
Bit of downtime though. Pure finishes up his blink. Max finished up on the techies. Toronto Tokyo actually setting up for bottom. Looks like he wants to keep trying to hold this tower, but it's dropping. The Vul Assassin is doing it. He'll drag the wave.
Almost, yeah.
Why?
Really wants to finish the tower. He gets it. Hold into a lasso duel, and that might be another one going the way of Pure. And as is 10 talent, of course, so 18 damage added to his bucket.
He just got it.
Dude, that talent is so good.
Yeah, it really makes such a big difference. This guy's going to be massive. Pure is the top net worth, and he has solo kill potential on pretty much anybody he finds.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely.
And Tokyo is going to be massive as well. He actually almost has Blink Dagger still after the drums. Like you said, he wasn't going to be maybe as farmed as those Taras, but he's actually doing it as a 5.
Jeez. I will say the net worth advantage has kind of leveled out here. Like, Bet Boom was accelerating out of control. Abed has somehow managed to find a pretty decent chunk of money here.
Yeah.
He's level 12, closing in on an Aghanim Scepter. So these are all really nice pickups if he can get there.
Yeah, I mean,
Beastmaster hasn't slowed down much either.
Yeah, I'm really surprised. I thought this was going to accelerate very, very fast. Abed and Saberlight. I mean, Saberlight dodging 2 ganks back to back bought a ton of time while they're making a gank onto Nightfall too. So some good moves from Shopify.
This would be a massive kill if they can find GPK here. Manages to steal Scatter. I mean, level 4 Scatter Blast is great. The Hawk coming through. GPK playing smart. And Shopify, I think, just making the safe call. They don't want to dive into TPs and die.
No. Tokyo actually goes for bots. I mean, that's pretty greedy on a 5 bat rather than going for Blink.
Yeah, whoa. It's not like he has Hawks or anything to play around either. I mean, I guess he can teleport the spiders, but Mortimer Kiss is actually just crushing the backline. They do take down the Bat Rider, but in comes Pure once again. The Blink duel finds the kill on the Saberlight as Fly. Now on the run, Crit can't escape. The Atos come through from GPK and Fly. Only a matter of time. 3 dead for the Bat Rider.
Okay. I mean, I guess that's the bots. The bots of the Bat Rider, instead of having a Blink Dagger, he forces them to go on him, and they actually get a really good cleanup fight. I mean, GPK, good positioning. Another duel. 76 for Pure.
Yeah. It almost makes me wonder if, like, they should have just gone on the GPK, because, like, what? It's hard to say whether or not this other outcome was ended up being better or not.
Yeah, I mean, they maybe didn't know that Pure gotten Blink and stuff, but I guess you must have had to with him being this far. But anyway, they get punished for their move.
Yeah. Well, 5K lead now. Bet Boom. I mean, the XP advantage has to be enormous, right? Yeah. Okay, they've got a pretty good XP lead.
It's
still.
pretty huge. Yeah, it's like 3 or 4 levels on each of the cores versus the Naga Siren. I'm wondering if he'll ever actually get involved. They did stall things for a little bit there of net worth on Shopify, but losing those 2 kills, things back into the increase here for Bet Boom. Nightfall, massive BKB Echo Saber.
We're gonna see Pure pick up his BKB next item as well. Like he's got the Mithril Hammer, taking on some extra money. There's no way he has it already, does he? Okay,
No, not yet. But that's going to allow him to even potentially just BKB Blink Duel, Ango, and stuff like that. Like, he can just really focus anybody he wants in these fights. Abed, Ags is finished. All things considered, a pretty damn good timing with how bizarre this whole game kind of is. I'm still unsure if Arteezy will ever get to a realms of being able to do anything because he is triple kind of counterpicked and he's had literally no game.
Dire's bottom tower
His net worth is increasing, you know, in some capacity. He's not 9th anymore on the net worth, right? Like that is, you know,
very true.
Some gains for sure. It's really just going to be whether or not Bet Boom give him space to slow down, and doesn't look like it. They immediately smoke his 4. They want to keep playing aggressive.
Oh, and
this was where it would be really nice to have the blink on Toronto Tokyo, but
this is cool.
Are they roshing? What the heck? You have Ags Pango. I guess you can.
Yeah, Ags Pango plus a Beastmaster with Helm of Overlord. I don't think they expect this on Bet Boom.
They actually caught the scan for a second there, so they actually kind of know they're near the mid lane.
Yep.
And just pressuring the mid tower. I mean, this is a sweet call. Bet Boom I think they figured it out now, but yeah, that's a nice grab. Big first Roche going their way.
Huge for Abed, really, to protect him to go for that initiation and rolling stuff in the front. Arteezy still needs a hell of a lot more time, but a nice little sneak there to slow down momentum of Bet Boom, perhaps. Nightfall, though, you'll get the tier 2, so they didn't react to that Roche at all. They just pushed for themselves.
Don't worry, Mortimer, I'm still here.
One of the slowest, I feel like the slowest item timing we'll see in a long time on a Naga Siren, unless a game ends before these type of timings. It's going to be like a 20-something minute Manta. Like, I never see that. Tokyo? Sitting up top, no Blink Dagger still just yet to get any grab up here.
Ends up canceling the Snapfire TP.
Okay.
They're smoking bottom. Okay, so they saw the Snapfire TP cancel, and they immediately TP bottom. They're going to maybe go for Nightfall. I mean, this would be a great pickoff, but he's got BKB Echo. I don't know how you kill him.
You have to chain stun kind of perfectly with the Roar.
All right. Wisdom Rune is out. I mean, all 5 of Shopify are bottom right now. Is it just Tormentor? Is that what this is? Okay, yeah, they're just coming back for Tormentor. Just some net worth to go their way. And they get flies. I mean, that's actually the one you were talking about earlier. That's really good.
It's good for split pushing, especially. Like, 2 creeps. It's always going to be really nice if you maximize using them to farm side lanes and stuff like that, so. Oh. And Bet Boom's just farming, waiting for this timing. BKB is now done. I believe they also... Oh, he's actually going for the 4-staff next on to save, so looking for a protecting item, a saving item, if you will, versus like the Beastmaster.
I like it. And Blink Dagger now done on Batrider.
So it looks like they're going to look for a fight here.
I mean, they've got everything. Double BKBs, Blink on your Batrider. Your Snapfire just finished up Gleipnir as well.
Okay.
It's coming on the Courier, but I mean, these are all huge items for Bet Boom.
I mean, massive items.
Precious bounty.
GPK just has to keep his positioning careful. That's the only thing for him that he has to be cautious of. He actually finds a DD bottom, gives the bottle to the Nightfall. They actually get a catch.
Fly will tank the gank. This is quite nice. Pure holding the duel, but will finally commit it. Okay. It's worth just 28 more damage going for the Legion Commander.
Yeah, it's so hard. Anyone he finds, they're dead if he finds them with a Blink BKB duel. He wanted to find the next target there.
Yeah. He was looking behind him for sure. That was good positioning by Fly. He definitely sniffed that one out. Nightfall almost has Butterfly.
Jeez. Good luck ever actually just killing him by himself. Like, killing this, like, if you're actually fighting him in a man fight versus Nightfall. Like, this is quite terrifying.
Especially once he gets the shard, right? Which I'm sure will be
Yeah.
his item after that butterfly. He becomes impossible. If you don't burst him down, as soon as he
Ooh.
BKBs, you have to run.
Look at this. That Pure actually considering... he changes his mind. I think they know that the positioning of Shopify is all around bottom right now, so actually not being down to look for a duel. They're keeping it just stagnant around that 6K.
Yeah, it's kind of what we saw earlier, right? It was going Bat Boom's way, and then it just stabilized. They get some big picks, and now it's stabilized again a little bit, but this was kind of just the effect of the Roshan, right?
Yeah, it might be...
You have this Aegis to protect Abed.
Exactly. I think that's what it is. I think Batboom maybe being a little hesitant of just like full committing into this Aegis and stuff like that, just waiting for someone to make a slip up and then they striking themselves as they smoke. They're going to go through the gate, look to back up Toronto Tokyo bottom.
Both teams are just swapping sides of the map. Like, they just smoked the other way with Abed's Blink Dagger. I think they saw Nightfall for a moment, but he is running all the way back to base.
Full butterfly complete.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
You don't 100 to 0 that Broodmother, he's going to eat everybody.
Jeez. Yeah, he is so fun.
30 seconds, Aegis. Arteezy top 3 net worth now.
What's the I've seen Twitch chat a few times. Pure BKBs doesn't have his blink available. It's broken for the moment, and he will jump in, get the lasso there on the edge, and that will deliver the duel most likely. Well, actually, ends up dying to the Mortimer Kisses. Arteezy with the Song of the Siren tries him. He does not have a TP. That is a duel. Abed forced to go in with the Rolling Thunder to try and save him, but the damage is way too much. Abed will finish the roll out.
Oh man, that's the first time Arteezy's shown up in like 10-12 minutes, doesn't have a TP to get out.
Oh no.
Tries to help his teammates, but just feeds a duel. Pure's like, alright, thank you.
It's like, that's the one I wanted.
Yeah, this Legion's just... I feel like this is just going to happen so much.
Oh no.
Massive. Hey, Beplam's just playing it calm. I mean, they're not really like, just chilling. They're probably like, yeah, Naga's catching up a little, but we got counters. I feel like Beplam's just... Yeah, they're in a fine spot. They're perfectly fine. Continuing to scale. Continue to get items on all 3 cores. Bat Rider's still getting big. Techies too. Shopify's doing good jobs of splitting stuff up with this disastrous kind of early game that they did have, but I mean, Betboom, they're kind of just playing it cleanly around this.
Tier 2 top, looking like it's going to be their next focus.
Tokyo lasso's up. He has a gem purchase now too, so it looks like they're trying to put that much more pressure now that this Aegis is gone.
Dire's top
Yeah.
tower is under attack.
Abed. Gotta get the hell out of there. Pierre's on the hunt.
Oh boy. You're going to start needing some Lincoln Spheres.
You don't have the
And
gold for
he
this.
does have it queued up on the Pango at least. But
Yeah. He's gonna have to be the one. The other... Bealtown and not gonna Beastmaster or anything at this point. Gem also picked up on crit. Looks like they want to also be able to not be under that vision there. Doing anything he can to get this game back into some type of control.
Is under attack.
They've just lost so much map control too, losing these towers, losing those 2 tier 2s.
Yeah. Dude, this...
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I feel like Shopify is doing the right things right now, but I just don't know if it's enough. Or if it's
because in the early game, Arteezy just having no start. He's literally just on full recovery, so it's just awkward. Even though he is farming and like kind of catching back up, it just... Even when he shows up, there's just answers, because they're have hero answers, but also item answers as well, too, that are kicking in. And he did show himself bottom for a second on the mines, so...
I do like that Fly is trying to transition into a little bit more of a carry. He's got double Wraithband queued up. A little bit more armor. Yeah.
They need any little bit that they can get because of how shut down Arteezy's game has been. Pure is just Shadow Bladed hunting now too. Now it's the point where it's just like, okay, if I find Naga, she dies. Blade Mill duel.
It's pretty easy for Legion to find the real Naga as well, thanks to overwhelming odds, right? Like, you just BKB, overwhelming odds. Set up yourself for a free duel. Heart of Tarask is done on the Naga Siren, so a little bit tankier target now.
Little bit
I think they
tankier.
still have the damage. I don't think that's an issue for Bet Boom, but
Doesn't feel like they ever will have lack of damage for Naga Siren with the way they set up the draft and how dominant those lanes really were. Even
it helps your illusions, I guess, right? That's the big thing.
Yeah.
Making these illusions tankier to split push.
Yeah, I mean, it's still obviously super important for him to have this type of stuff. They just, GPK is continuing to just get massive too. He's almost level 18. He's gonna go down Manta route for protection too.
I like it.
Yeah, it's protection and scaling, of course, universal.
Yeah, our level 20 talent, and then of course level 25 eventually, if we ever get there, for GPK is just gonna make this game even more difficult.
Yeah, even if, let's say, the if of the Naga, if she's able to get like big farm, they'll continue to have answers. It does feel like they're trying their best. Shopify, getting all the split push going, trying to get information from Saberlight.
They scout the Wisdom rune top here. I wonder if Abed tries to deny it.
Right now, it looks like they're just getting kind of double push going here. They've got all these summons in the mid lane.
And Artor's caught bottom as well, so I mean he's actually got illusions in all 3 lanes. So this is like the classic RTZ Naga Siren. This is exactly what he loves to do.
He's being annoying, and if they can keep this up, they maybe can actually secure a potential way to go for the Rosh. But I think Bet Boom might just run at that Roshan anyway and look to cut waves themselves. I imagine they're going to contest this one. GPK shows himself...
spawn on daylight, too.
GPK shows himself bottom. All of Shopify is heading down here.
I mean, they're pinging him. RTZ kind of wants to go in. He's got the instant, the rainbow TPs instantly from all of Bet Boom. It was a bait all along. There's going to be a lasso. They managed to get on top of TPK. He's falling low and fast, but the duel just destroys that Beastmaster, and somehow Snapfire lives. He makes it out alive. Fly will not. 2 heroes dead on the side of Shopify. Is Abed actually thinking of going back, and he wants to snipe this guy. Does not want to let him survive. Crit, trying to TP on out. Will be able to. Abed?
GPK?
Wait a minute. Oh. Dude, no way. Dude, no way. The damage. The Defiant Shell as well.
The minus armor from Shredder on the Creeps. I think Creeps got a last hit, but my god. Abed goes for the big play. They don't ever kill GPK. Save actually saves him. I believe it was Greaves in a 4-step that ends up topping him off. I can't believe he survives.
GPK had like 600 HP. Abed had almost max. He was like 1700 and just died. What in the world? Yeah, he did 2,100 damage to 400.
And that's pre-20.
Yeah.
At 20, he would easily just bring him down. Jesus. I mean, that was... They tried to find a pick off there, but Rainbow, TPs, Bet Boom, they're just too ready this whole game. Everything. Every single time. And now they get the Roche themselves. RTZ, he just can't do anything. He literally just has to watch. 0-4-0. Will he have a single kill involved with this game is the question now I'm starting to feel.
Dude, imagine if he actually procced Lucky Shot. I'm like thinking about it, I'm like, he actually shield crashed, swashbuckled, attacked twice, and didn't proc Lucky Shot.
That's actually fair. I mean, Defiant Shell maybe was just the full difference maker.
Oh, I heard Blade Mail. All right, Pure did not want to blink it. Okay.
Tried. 13,000 gold lead now.
That was everything that they wanted. They're going to take this Tormentor away from them as well. You got a Vindicator's Axe on the Brood Mother. This is one of my favorite items. This thing is so good.
Amazing, really, this item. And they might just continue a little bit here, at least poke with GPK with the first salvo. Abed shows. Then they back away. They actually get vision of Arteezy, and he does not have a TP right now. All right, he's got it delivered. Cure's on him.
He needs to song fast. He's not going to get it. There's the duel. The lasso even as well. And he dies in the duel. 198 bonus damage now for this Legion. And bottom lane, they're looking for Abed. He's just trying to clear the wave. He'll TP on out. Nice play from him for, again, just trying to stall out this game. But
stall for what?
Yeah, I don't know what you're stalling for.
It just, yeah. They have 3 heroes that just scale very good versus the Naga, especially because she just has never gotten off the floor. Push continuing now. Saberlight trying to get some space top. Toronto Tokyo's up here. Push is going to start. Nightfall. The Sages with his shard. Look at that damage go up.
Yeah. Plus the attack speed talent. Oh boy. Yeah, Fort comes out. Doesn't really do a whole lot in clearing the wave, but it will at least buy you a little bit of time here. You could make some Song play here. You don't have Rolling Thunder for 30 though.
Yeah.
That is a big part of your fight.
I mean, it's Song into what, really?
Yeah. Oh, the stolen lasso? Wait a minute. Instantly dispelled by Pure. And there's the Blink Duel. He's got the Beastmaster. Song does not make it out in time. He's going to buy back. They have a Roar. Who can you actually kill is the question. They're going to turn on to the Snapfire and see if they have damage to find the kill. The Roar does come out, but Snapfire is plenty tanky. Press the attack, plus the Guardian Greaves coming out. And now it's time for bbteam to get on the aggression. As Nightfall just destroys the Beastmaster, looking for crit. Mortimer Kisses just taken down Fly on the backside as a lasso even comes through as well, holding down the Naga Siren. It is a buyback. Yes, there from Shopify. They've got nothing in the tank. Abed, maybe he can make something happen here, but GPK traps him down, pops the Mantha, just gonna beat into this angle here, and it's just too much. Like, bbteam is way too far ahead.
Yeah, they finally caught. And this one felt pretty over just after these all lane shenanigans. I think the over rotations, but honestly, they did heavily counter this Naga Siren pick throughout the draft. And he does end with 1 assist. He did get one at the end there, but this was a smackdown, honestly.
Dude, the opening of Brood Legion Commander, not something that I think I would have expected, but boy, was this such a good game for it. And we kind of knew it was going to be a little bit of a rough one. Like, they didn't really have great lanes to play with on Shopify. Like, Abed completely sacked this game by last picking this Tango into a Snapfire.
Yeah, it just was a strange one. Like I was mentioning through the draft, it looked like they were just picking for themselves rather than counterpicking at all, and they're just getting straight counterpicked and counterpicked and counterpicked. So then they tried to adjust things, doing some type of lane adaptations and stuff like that, but that actually hurt them more than helped, it feels like. This game, I mean, literally Arteezy had no game. He didn't get to play Dota.
Yeah, seeing a 9th on net worth Naga Siren at like 4.5 minutes, never a good sign for your game.
Yeah, I mean, let's see if we want to pull up some damage numbers. I mean, these are going to hurt for the Shopify fans. 8,000 Arteezy, 6,000 Saberlight, 7,000 crit. Fly and Abed, the two that were having the good ones, they actually ended up like 14k and 12k, but yeah, they couldn't do anything from the laning phase onwards. And I think bbteam, they didn't like make any type of like throwy plays, didn't like over adapt to going for like crazy plays. They farmed the map, they played patient. They're like, all right, they got an Aegis, we'll just farm it up. This Naga Siren's no concern. So bbteam, very, very good understanding of the game and a cool draft that they just destroy Shopify.
They built all the right items too, right?
Yeah.
Like, that was the other thing that was super cool. Is like save on techies. He goes 4-staff Guardian Greaves, Toronto, Tokyo. Obviously, after the great start he had, a little bit gritty on the boots of travel, but still, drums, force, blink, all very good stuff.
Yeah,
they just played exceptionally well.
Yeah, hopefully we get to get like an actual game in the next one, because this one it felt like it was quite over by like 10 to 15 minute marks. It's just Abed and Fly trying their best to salvage things. So hopefully we do get a better second game, because this also did happen earlier for versus TSM. Shopify kind of looked super disjointed, tons of mistakes happened, and then they kind of came back and clapped in the second game. But that's versus TSM. Versus bbteam, it's going to be a whole nother deal that they're going to have to go through.
Yeah, bbteam, not a team known for making a lot of mistakes, right? This team has looked very good. You mentioned it earlier, upwards trajectory team. They have looked incredible over the last like several months. But we'll see how they end up doing in game number 2. I think Shopify, you've just got to kind of brush this one off to maybe just a draft / laning issue, and then just look forward. Like, there's not a lot you can probably take out of the lane outside of the game outside of that.
No, definitely not. I think I'm sure Boba's just going to be like, okay, guys, whatever, wash it. Like, yeah, maybe not the best last pick and stuff too, and then we shot ourselves in the foot with how we set up the lanes and with a lot of these things. So yeah, let's see what adjustments they have.
All right, we're going to throw it to a break, everyone, and we'll be back here with game number 2. It'll be our final game of the evening here on the Riyadh Masters, day 1 of the group stage. So stay tuned. We'll see y'all after the break.
Progress is a race that has no end. After every finish line, another challenge awaits. How can we continue to push innovation in a sport at the forefront of technology? This is how. Discover how Aramco and the Aston Martin Formula One team aim to meet Formula One's sustainable fuel targets. Aramco, powered by How.
الحياة لحن، ولأننا جزء من مقطوعة عظيمة تحركنا، تلمسنا، تصنع من لحظاتنا ذكريات بديعة. لأن الوجبة، التجربة، المغامرة يعطيك بعد جديد في هيلتون الرياض.
All new Honor Magic 5 Pro. Freeze even fleeting emotions in just milliseconds. Take marvelous night shots with lightning-fast exposure. The display reveals more details in bright areas with an astonishingly long battery life that just keeps going. The latest flagship chipset brings you exceptional performance. Unleash the power of magic. Honor Magic 5 Pro.
Hey everybody, and welcome back here to the Riyadh Masters. We are getting ready to go into game number 2 of Shopify versus BetBoom. The question is if Shopify is ready to go back into game number 2. That was a pretty rough first one to start this off, but we'll see how it goes. My name's Cryptic. I'm here with Fogged. It's the final game of the evening. How you feeling, man?
Hopeful we'll even get a game 2. I don't know if we can call that Dota 2. Maybe from BetBoom, but Shopify, yeah, just erase from memory. Let's just do it that for them, so they can try to reestablish things. Because that just seemed very, like I said, sometimes they just seem very disconnected. This felt like one of those from draft to play to everything. So let's see what recovers they have. It's not going to be an easy one too, especially versus BetBoom. Like we said, versus TSM they were able to do it, but BetBoom, very very strong team.
Yeah, I mean it's a great start to the day for them, right? Like BetBoom currently 3-0 to start off the group stage. If they obviously get this one 4-0, will put them right at the top of Group B. I've been trying to keep up to date with, or up to tabs with, like what's been going on in the groups so far. EG has looked very good. We'll see if they can keep that momentum rolling. Same with PSG, LGD.
Yeah,
of course, BetBoom at the tops as well. So some solid teams, not some teams that were really unfamiliar being at the top of the boards, but
yeah, I like when I see though. I mean, BB's playstyle for me, it's been really just always fun to watch because they're super aggressive. It's I said it earlier about 9 Pandas as well too. It's like a very CIS thing too, but like 9 Pandas, I would say it's like the 1 or 2 steps down of BB where they just do it like cleaner and nicer in most situations. But they're super aggressive. Like this team will always itemize for aggression. I feel like usually not looking to play on back foot, looking to go for some type of comebacks. They're the ones who want to be. They're the ones who want to be doing everything. They're the ones who want to be dictating the pace of the game usually.
To jump into the drafts, I'm curious if we're going to see any like change up in the bans here. I will be shocked if they go ahead and well, actually, I guess you do have first pick on Shopify, so you could go for something like the Naga Siren on 8. That is an absolute option because then you can ban for it.
Yeah, that would be better. I think opening up Naga when it's like this, it's not good. Or it's not good versus a team like BetBoom that has like the flex capabilities and stuff like that. Because immediately it's like Brood LC come out and they're just like, well, we just picked Naga because it's a good Naga game. And then it immediately becomes a bad Naga game when Brood gets moved and LC gets picked and then they pick like 3 more counters for it. So need to be able to protect it a little bit better.
Respect ban on the Snapfire, dude. This hero has been
too good.
Seemingly untouchable in mid. Like I have not seen this hero lose a mid lane. So don't want to deal with it. Abed would rather play, I guess, Comfort as opposed to like counter picking into the Snapfire. We'll grab the overall first Undying, a hero that still pretty good, right? Even after the nerfs. But
yeah, still very
good
strong.
lane dominator.
Good lane dominator and snaps out of the board, right? So immediately you don't have to worry about little Shredder versus your Tombstone throughout the game. So it moves up in priority heavily. And lane securing, like you said, definitely one of the more important things I would prefer to see for Arteezy this time around.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. The 8 pick could be really strong here for Shopify with the Undying. I'm curious what BetBoom want to pick. Like, you can't preemptively pick Legion. There's no way.
No,
so
you probably go down like these like Visage routes. That's at least what I've seen as a response to the Undyings. You don't play the melee offlaners. You early pick one of these, but that's not really a pure style.
Yeah.
That's actually kind of
you could just go back for saves techies. Like, it's always been pretty decent.
That's true.
You go for the Pugna. Okay.
This is a great hero versus Undying in lane.
Yeah.
Super nice to play against. You just poke him.
They get nerfed on the mana restore, but in terms, like you said, in terms of the lane, still phenomenal.
Yeah, the hero just still pokes and pokes and pokes, and honestly, he's the best Pugna for me by far. Nobody comes close actually at all. Him and Pure.
It's in the name, man.
Yeah, they usually actually do Doom Pugna when they do it, but okay.
Oh man, look at Fogged.
I was gonna say, but they had the Undying, so I was just like, maybe they don't. But they play around the magic damage a lot. Like they'll actually turn and maybe try to kill the Undying level 1 when he tries to do his decays and push back a Doom, and they just use Blood Grenade, Scorched Earth, and Chase Down. I've seen it 100 times from this team or something. I swear this has to be the most big duo. I thought it perhaps wasn't gonna come because of the Undying though.
5 seconds remaining.
Okay. Well, 8 pick again, very strong if you can protect ban in the second phase, and they will go with the Medusa. I'm actually very okay with this. I was gonna say, I think you pick Arteezy's hero, you see your lane matchup. Yep. It's strong with an Undying front lane, and now you get to protect ban. So we'll get rid of the Anti-Mage, probably the Phantom Lancer.
Yeah, this is great. I mean, it's good versus the Pugna throughout all stages of the game. You can just target the Pugna in particular with just a snake, and Pugna is the highest in-game hero in the game. So yeah, you end up getting like crazy mana back, and throughout the game, versus Doom and stuff like that, you're one of the better heroes to just not really care if you do get hit by that. So, yeah, already infinitely happier, I would say, from Shopify.
Way better. Yeah, this is like a night and day draft, in my opinion. They actually still respect out the Naga ban. I've seen this hero actually struggle. It's kind of a back and forth thing because I've seen Medusa win the Naga matchups, but it really comes down to which, if you can get off to a really good start on the Naga Siren, and if Medusa doesn't really have a game, like, it can completely go the other way.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Like, we get to see that matchup so much more. These Medusas, Morphlings, Naga Sirens. Kind of sick of seeing them.
Okay.
Definitely.
I like this a lot.
Yeah, definitely a much nicer approach here, but they have a lot of ways to address it. So, and also, you only have so many bans. So AM, Naga, do you also ban the Pango yourself, too? Because that has been something that a lot of teams have looked at versus Dusa as well. Diffusal timing. And then there's
Pango or PL?
Pango, PL, Shadow Demon. It depends. Do you want to target the core or do you want to target the supports? Because SD is also godly versus Dusa.
The Darkseer ban, pretty good, but I wonder
Interesting.
if... I'm trying to think, like, what heroes do you not want to play into the Darkseer, like, specifically?
Yeah.
But maybe it's just too strong of a hero in general, and they just don't want to deal with it. Like, auras for the... Like, I guess barriers and stuff don't even matter for Medusa, but... Back wall is really strong.
And... I mean, they're not going to pick the Darkseer, right? Because they already have their Doom, so they're already like,
Yeah,
whatever. Let's just target Saberlight heroes, the ones that we don't want to play verse. And that is pipe builder anyway. Through, like, not just for the Dusa, it's for the game. That can be annoying.
Slark? Did you ban the Darkseer?
You say Slark?
Yeah.
Could be Slark. Yeah, I can see it. I mean, they have a lot of options. Nightfall plays like everything, honestly. And
Yeah, he does, dude,
and
huh?
if you don't ban PL, the really big scare is like Nightfall, you know, epileptic kid, and his true form comes out, and he embraces it, and he's like, thank God, I have the most PL games out of anybody.
Dude, yeah, I'm more... Okay, they get rid of Terrorblade. I was like, I am more terrified of PL, but I guess there are still a lot that you can pick from the mid lane to probably address a Phantom Lancer here.
Mm-hmm.
Because there is something like Primal Beast can come back, and then suddenly, like, Slark and PL are not really viable.
Yeah.
Even Lesh, but you don't have the IO, so...
I guess we'll have to see.
I don't know.
5 seconds remaining.
And probably just keep it open. I think maybe they could even just go for something like... Actually, no. I was actually thinking maybe you pick like a Coddle here in the third, and then you set yourself up for Coddle Pango if you're Bet Boom, and then you can save last pick because you do have a couple core heroes if you want to go down like something like that, but...
What about Faceless Void? Like one of those old, like just the end-all be-all counter, like, okay, Medusa doesn't get to play the game.
That is one of the other... Yeah, that was an approach. And they even banned the SD too. Okay, so...
It's got it. Okay.
All right, so they're just
That's
picking...
a great pick.
This is good. It actually burns mana too.
Yeah.
Nice. We were
Sinister Gaze
theory
is super
crafting.
sick.
I think like everybody when Berlin hit because the patch had just hit, everyone was theory crafting all this nonsense like Snapfire, Diffusal, and all this. And I think the best kind of answers ended up being the usuals, you know. And then like a Wind Ranger Diffusal kind of started trickling in. But this is gonna be cool. This is Lich, the Lions, and stuff like that. Things a little bit extra, and it's good protection. The physical damage absorption is pretty great.
Kind of like Puck here for Abed right now. But it depends because you've got to worry about what the mid lane is going to come out for GPK. We'll see. Primal Beast into Lich does feel kind of rough, though. That is definitely like you need to get to your BKB before you can really do a whole lot.
Yeah, just have some worries if they do pick that. I mean, of course, it's gonna be good if they do expect like a Pango and stuff to come out, but they'll stick with the Beastmaster.
That blocks the PL, actually. That's beautiful. Okay,
It does.
I like this. This makes a lot more sense.
Block the PLs. It's annoying for these two supports. These two heroes do not like getting ran at by summons at all.
Yeah.
Like Pugna can't do his Pugna thing where he drains a target and like tries to protect someone at all. You just get summons sent on you and you're like, oh man.
5 seconds remaining.
And I remember when the Beastmaster Ags came out initially. I think I was casting one of the Berlin group stage games, and it was like a minute and a half of a Phantom Lancer clicking a Beastmaster, and nothing happened. Like a solid 90 seconds, they're just hitting the Beastmaster, and they're like, okay, we're just gonna go somewhere else now. He had no mana. He's just standing there.
I don't think there was anything worse than the Razor Bloodstone meta. That was like the
Oh,
worst.
dude, that was so bad.
It was just silly that I had no internal cooldown.
Yeah.
Rubik pick. Okay. I mean, they're sticking with the Rubik. He definitely has options for some great spells. They're sticking with the Rubik Beastmaster as well, too. So, okay.
Safe pick, I guess, right?
Radiant
Yep.
team back.
Did they just Slark? Okay, they'll actually
Bloodseeker.
pick that Bloodseeker
Into the Medusa. You want to talk to
Interesting.
me about this, Fly? Just because I know you love this matchup.
I mean, it is what it is. It's just you don't benefit from almost anything. I guess it's more about the lane that he's looking at to just destroy Beastmaster, because we've seen. I talked about the other day, like this Beast game completely. You get off to a good few levels. This he's looking at that rather than the matchup. So, but yeah,
your Medusa counter's got to come from mid.
it's one of the highest variance carry to carry matchups on in a vacuum. Since Thirst doesn't do anything, Rupture doesn't do anything, Blood Rage doesn't really do much either, so... Well, Blood Rage gives you attack speed, but doesn't give you the shard bonus, etc. Yeah.
Well, we'll see. Shopify don't have last pick here. Obviously looking for Abed's hero. They get rid of the Pango, since obviously they can't pick it now because of the Bloodseeker.
Yeah, getting rid of the Pango. I mean, this could look like a Storm game. There's not not too many stuns. Okay,
Yeah,
they get rid
there's a
of
Storm.
it. I kind of figured that was coming.
I was thinking like Storm Puck are like the two best right now, like obviously for Shopify, but Storm ban, we might see Puck ban. Maybe they'll... I mean, you can't really pick Primal Beast into Bloodseeker either. That one feels super rough.
10 seconds remaining.
I was just curious for Abed.
5 seconds remaining.
Dude, they are out of reserve time. Shopify, what are you doing? Necrophos.
What?
Okay, that's not a Medusa answer at all, but in terms of mid lane matchups,
Does that mean an Ember?
yeah, I was like, is it Ember or... Abed doesn't play Lone Druid, right? Like, that hero's kind of dead.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's got to be an
Ember
Ember
ban.
ban if you ban Necro. Unless they're baiting it. I mean, they're taking some time, though, so...
BetBoom have plenty of reserve time left. This is it for Shopify. They got 15 seconds. So we'll see what they come up with here.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Dude, there is not a lot of options. There's so many banned heroes.
Dire team
Wind Ranger? I don't know. There's not much left. Oh, I did not see that one coming.
Mid Beastmaster, maybe?
Mid Mars.
Or is it just mid Mars?
Right.
Okay, it is mid Mars. I was like, I love mid Mars personally after watching Dark Mago just crush with this hero over and over again. He's like one of the best mid Mars out there.
Or maybe
But-
they do actually run the mid Beast. You might be right. Because the Mars versus Bloodseeker matchup is what I've seen a lot of teams do to shut down this Bloodseeker, and it actually
5
works.
seconds remaining.
And it saves the Beastmaster's game. That's why I was wondering. It's like you get Beastmaster out
Yeah.
of bottom lane.
You might be right.
I'd be okay that Beastmaster doesn't lose a lot of mid matchups, but you still have heroes like Queen of Pain in, but then you still have a completely unanswered Medusa.
Okay, what do you want? What's your pick?
Is it
What's
just
your
Wind
answer?
Ranger?
That's what I was thinking. It's just Wind Ranger's the last one I can think left, but...
He plays it a lot too. It's like one of his... He's played it a good amount this tournament, I think.
Yeah. They are very single target. All three cores are like completely single target if that's the case, though.
Yeah.
Whew.
We'll have to see. 20 seconds-ish left on their reserve time here. Overall, I think this is a much better draft from Shopify.
I
Compared
like
to last
Shopify's
game,
this time, yeah.
this is unbelievable difference.
Yeah, I
So,
like Shopify's a bit here. I mean, I think this might have been a nice little switch up there that might catch BB off if they do put this Beast mid and have the Mars versus the Bloodseeker. Lich Bloodseeker is very strong, though, so I don't know if that's...
Yeah, it's scary.
Because I've seen the Mars versus Bloodseeker a couple of times shut down the Bloodseeker, but maybe the Lich is going to be the difference.
Choose
Yeah,
your
good call.
hero.
It is going to be that puck.
I mean, it's a good puck game. I thought it was okay for Shopify, but Abed is going to
Okay.
take the Mars mid,
And now he
so they
takes
are
it.
going to put the Beastmaster bottom. Saberlight, he's the Beastmaster player, right? It's
Yeah.
his most played hero.
And
Not that surprised.
see the puck, then I think the Mars goes up in favor to go mid. I thought perhaps they were going to swap it, but I think now they see that and they're like, okay. All right. I mean, it looks a lot better. But BetBoom, they've got a lot of comfort. I mean, Save and Pure, like I said, they're magicians on these two heroes together.
I do like magic, so I'm okay with that. Well, in general, I think we're in for a much better game number 2, right?
Oh, yeah.
Game number 1 was just, like you said, hardly Dota at that point.
Yeah.
BetBoom got to play Dota. Shopify was on a whole other planet. But this game should be much more exciting, hopefully.
Yeah, they have a much, for me at least, a much better well-rounded draft and everything like that. No one should just get smashed. It's not like this Medusa is a Naga that was 3x counterpicked. It's actually a Medusa that's not fully counterpicked. So Arteezy should have a much better game, but let's see what they're going to be able to do versus BetBoom, because BetBoom, very aggressive team, a very aggressive draft. And let's see how these lanes ends up going.
Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. I'm excited. I love Mid-Mars, man. It's just such a fun hero. I think there's a lot of different item builds you can go for, but I think the big thing, he's going to just have to play pretty fast, make a lot of space, probably get that early Blink Dagger, shut down some of these, like these Bloodseekers, Doom, stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how this is all going to play out, because this is, honestly, for me, I look and I'm like, this does look like a pretty damn good Dusa game for Arteezy if he doesn't just get owned. So if they can just make space, if they don't feed too much on like this Mars and stuff, I feel like Arteezy he is set up for success here. So yeah, I'm looking forward to see what BetBoom's going to do here.
I love this. There's all chatting immediately.
I mean, they're buddies, man. They played together.
Yeah.
Playing on
instantly tips Nightfall and starts talking.
As Boba says, yeah, see, look at this.
Play into the limit. I love it. Yeah, you were right, man. It's like they're buds. They played together for a while. It's cool to see.
Yeah, I mean, there's not that much bad blood in Dota. I mean, there's some. Don't get me wrong. There's definitely some players that just absolutely detest each other, but a lot of it's bans. A lot of it is bans.
A lot of it's just fun too. Like I mean, Quinn likes playing the heel. He doesn't actually really hate a lot of players, but he just, likes kind of being that figure, I guess, for the community.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's not much to say. Quinn's become a verb.
Yeah. Quinn's become a verb.
It is. What? People are, did you see Arteezy literally said, I'm quinning if you don't do X the other day when I was watching some pubs.
I was like, that's true. It's funny. All right. Well, we're going to see. I will say Shopify has a much better level 1 here over BB. So, see.
So just a 2
do not want to contest. There's no way. They're like, yeah, we're not going into the Undying. Sorry.
Yeah, let's see how this. I'm going to be looking at top lane a lot because I mentioned it so much yesterday. How much does Beastmasters, and Tino ended up winning this game even though he literally was like pushed to jungle at like level 3. So that could happen. This is definitely one of those tough lanes for a Beastmaster that can become disastrous very quickly, and there's a Lich too with it. So let's see how that goes, and let's see how.
I think it was that exact combo, wasn't it? Lich Bloodseeker that ruined his game.
Was it both? You might be right.
I feel like it was, but it might have been CM Bloodseeker. But I want to say it was Lich. Hard to say.
I can maybe check.
Either way, it was 30 minutes of jungling for Beastmaster after that.
Yeah,
not the easiest time,
but a godly recovery.
Yeah, absolutely. Mid lane, GPK on his puck up against Abed's Mars. I'm a little bit curious how this matchup's going to go. I feel like it's actually not as bad for Mars as people think.
No.
You can definitely just use Spear to kind of push the mid laner into the tower.
Yeah, it's not horrible. You have some physical damage too that Puck hates to play against with the rebuke spam. Stuff like that. Puck has 1 armor, so GPK, he should be able to hold his own bottom. And I'm seeing this aggression here from these two, but I say bottom and top is the Sorry, Observer.
No, you're all right. I mean, this is exactly what we're talking about. Yes, this is Frost Blast spam into Bloodright. Lich is just so strong.
And Arteezy, he gets run down.
Arteezy dies. Yeah.
And these two are their magicians on the Pugna Doom. I've seen them literally win lanes that I'm like, how the hell did they do this? That's a very early kill to get on the Dusa too. Nightfall, and Nightfall's gonna have a free game. Is the one thing too up here. And perhaps if they can get one type of kill onto the Medusa to slow him down, they might be able to get more on these two.
All right, a quick 2 kills to the lanes. I mean, not too big of a difference here in some of the CS. I guess Medusa being as low as Arteezy is, that's kind of like the biggest concern. If he can kind of get, like, if they can stabilize this lane, which I think they should be able to. They have level 2 now on this Undying. A little bit more difficult to play into.
Yeah. Pure does not get his self canceled, of course, because the decay doesn't do anything, so he's actually okay. And who's gonna get the? I mean, the Lotus is really the big one to look at here for this bottom lane, because if you get a Lotus on the Medusa, it's usually very tough to bring her down inside the laning phase at all. But see where the lane positioning is. Looks like he is set up for getting it.
He's shoving it, yeah.
And they are showing, like, Pure, they go for that kill, but Pure doesn't actually really get too many last hits while they are going for it. Mid, GPK is bringing it to Abed. They're keeping him super low.
He might have to like go for the 3-minute bounty here to refill bottle. I don't know if he can sit here until the 4 minutes.
On him being low, it's going to cause issues too. Nightfall is like just sitting at 400 movement speed almost up top when he's got level 2 thirst. Already seeing the stacks coming out. Saberlady's got runs being made. Already understands that he's going to have a tough lane matchup.
Wow. Okay, he's been stacking literally since the bell.
Yeah.
So this is cool.
He knows what he's doing.
Very smart. Sending the boar back once again.
I'm looking at mid. Save is even perhaps rotating over. He takes away the rune. Takes away that bounty. Abed is being kept incredibly low.
GPK only really has one spell at the moment, but
he just keeps putting him low. This thirst is
Crit's
building
dead
up.
top.
Yep, the thirst.
It's just too much. He's gonna get the telekinesis away. Actually, he's only got one stick charge, so yeah, Nightfall claims it. On the other side, Saberlight will take down the Lich. So it is a trade this time, but still pretty good overall. Pure bottom lane just takes a massive snake to the face. They will actually get some space there thanks to the decrep, but zombies are spawning. Tries to plant the tree there for some vision. They're going to continue to chase around to save. Flight is hanky. Another snake will come through. The zombies doing work, and they get both of them.
Good kills.
Oh, that is massive.
Pure ate I think a final bounce snake or something like that. He took an insane amount of damage. That's looks like there's having some TPs coming toward GPK, getting very aggressive mid. He's got Tokyo here.
He was, I think, looking for a bottle refill, but they might just be able to finish him off. And he's trying, pops the Fairy Fire, has a God's Rebuke. They won't be able to kill him. That is huge for well, I say that. GPK might not be done.
He wants him. Raindrop?
Yeah, he wants him.
Not enough.
Really sick aggression. Really good play.
Yep. And Tokyo, with this move, instead of going to continue diving forward, he's actually going to scout and block some stacks here.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, GPK,
That's
damn.
really smart.
He's pushing it to the limits on this hero in mid and just really bringing it to the Mars. And Arteezy does get some kills, but he is still suffering on last hits. 18-4. Bloodseeker, as we said, Nightfall, he's set up to have pretty much every last hit up top.
Yeah, we'll see what Abed does. He is a full level behind GPK on the puck.
Wow.
Right, so this is a huge XP difference.
And not going for any stats on the Mars. He's got like Quelling, Raindrop, Bottle, Stick, so 0 stat items. Bottom, jeez, Arteezy.
All in low. Fly forced to put his body in front for the moment. He's doing a decent chunk of damage there to Pugna, but not enough. We're going to see more fighting in the top lane. This time, Nightfall. He's just so fast. You're never going to catch this guy.
No. Arteezy now has gotten his mana broken, so he's 50% HP. So helps a little bit
Does
too.
he still have the... He doesn't have the Lotus anymore.
No.
And in 6 minutes again, so this Lotus will go the way of BB. Yep.
So we'll get that one. Shield rune spawns top. Double checking the runes on the side of Shopify to slow down GPK. I'll bet he'll be able to get that one. He's got boots too. And soon 6, so they could even perhaps set up onto the puck, onto GPK here with the rotation soon.
That should help.
It's slowly making his way back to the top here, but they got to deward this block on the Arcvamp here.
Yep.
It's prevented Saberlight from stacking twice now. I mean, he has been able to successfully stack the Ancient Camps quite a bit, but it looks like he's just going to focus on clearing these stacks a little bit.
Yeah, he's got it.
Sends out some clarities, has the mana boots.
Yep, got the Arcane Boots. He's got the Boar set up around crit too for the Wisdom rune, so it looks like they're playing it safe. Not wanting to go back to that top lane. Not wanting to give up more kills to Nightfall. It looks like the secondary Wisdom rune save. He's prepared for it. Fly, he's got Tombstone. He wants to just drop it here for an attempt. Well, save gets it.
Yeah, nicely done.
Yep.
Fly, one more decay. Can't chase under the tower, so well played from save.
Nice attempt. Tombstone. Either way, he has, even though RTZ did die the once, the lane has now been secured. He's top 3 net worth, very close, right behind this Bloodseeker. But yeah, we're blessed, and we're actually definitely going to get a very, very, much closer game, as we had hoped and anticipated.
And recovery for Beastmaster is definitely there.
It's definitely there.
This is one of those things where it's like he didn't really die in this lane. He actually ended up getting 1 kill. He didn't CS super well, but he's not really struggling. And these ancient stacks are going to pay off big.
He honestly played it really nice. Really, really nice. Because I've seen that one, yeah, the Beast sometimes can just die continuously, so very nicely done. Power Rune being checked. Coil's actually being thrown out aggressively.
That shield rune absorbed a decent chunk of damage, but Abed still falling low. Has the arena if he wants, and a spear in 1. Will he drop it? It's going to be a decrep into a orb from GPK. They find the kill. I thought he might just drop the arena.
I thought he might too. They might lose more. GPK's still here. Crit?
Yeah, Crit's taking a beating here, and he will grab the Arcane Rune orb to the backside. He's looking for Crit. GPK is going to continue the chase, and look at this Arcane Rune. It's going to be way too easy.
And he actually
he
fakes it out.
Oh,
Nightfall's here.
Nightfall. Rupture up onto fly. Wait,
what?
Saberlight caught him with axes.
I guess he did. Okay, that was a hell of a snipe. Alrighty,
I don't think he even noticed.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Oh yeah, he took a tower shot and axes at the exact same time and died.
Wow. Alright, that's level 7 now for Saberlight, so these stacks, they're going to be finished off. Yeah, this Beastmaster's massive. 800 ahead of that Doom right now. Pure has been slowed down a decent chunk, even though they got that first kill. And they're actually setting up for that. He's got ice armor, though. He is fairly tanky.
Ooh, almost a sick Tumblr Toy play there. That would have been nice. You're right, he is a tanky boy, and you know what? He just TP's out.
Ice armor.
That's simple, 70 HP.
If they get the stun off pre-ice armor usage, he lives. But not the case.
Yeah. In a river, Saberlight claims himself another. Drops the roar this time.
Sure.
He's tired of Toronto Tokyo messing with his stacks.
And he's top net worth as this Beast. It's pretty massive with the lane that he was put up against. Very early Dominator timing. Does of course have to watch out, building Dominator, Overlord, etc. You're playing versus Doom, so Devour, and then the Devour Ancient does come out eventually, but this is going to be fantastic timing for Saberlight. Yeah. And these supports do not like to play versus these summons, as I was saying during the draft.
All right, I mean, very close game. 6-6 here at the 10-minute mark. Pretty much dead even on the net worth. This is what I wanted to see. There's a much better performance from Shopify, but mid lane, GPK keeping the aggression going. The coil out, they get the kill. Abed will take the illusion rune, which is quite nice for him, but GPK letting his cooldowns rip.
I mean, GPK, he's kind of a monster today. Snap was super good. So far, his puck play been on point, just bringing it to Abed. He has shut down this Mars massively. Yeah, it's been, of course, with some rotations, but that differential, it's massive. Yeah, really 1,600 difference right now for GPK versus Abed. 2 levels as well.
I did not realize it was that big. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that is huge. And Nightfall, he pretty much has his Maelstrom picked up already here.
Oh, yeah. 50 gold away. Grabs it now for Creep Wave.
Here comes Abed looking to get active. For him, he needs to get this to connect, because his game is starting to get slowed down a bit here. His Beast and his Medusa are doing very well, but he doesn't want to fall too far behind.
I think they saw him for a moment, but dude, what a good back here from BB. They will see Fly as well.
Yeah.
Smoke pops.
And Tokyo's here.
Good ward place here.
He's got Chain Frost.
They're gonna see everything.
So they got to be a little careful how they commit.
All right. Well, good play. It will potentially cost them their tower here, but they're going to try and do the same thing bottom and pressure out Arteezy here on the Medusa.
TP's coming.
Here. Yeah, they are. TP's coming here from Crit. They're looking to get aggressive onto this Doom, but GPK is here with save on the backside. Coil's available. The Doom does come out. Abed has the arena, but gets silenced. A Coil is down. They need to get Arteezy out of here.
Here, though.
It's like,
oh, the
he's actually going to be just fine. Dude, the Tumbler Toy is something else. He's going to try and just TP out. They hit on the damage. They have the roar, though. Well played.
Nice Saberlight. He's really owning for the team right now for Shopify. A rally of TPs to protect Arteezy, but worth it. That was a Doom, Coil as well. Arteezy very low mana. I mean, I keep almost saying low HP. Low mana right now. They could look to punish him if he does stick around here for a second.
All All right, good stuff overall. Good bottled Invis rune there on GPK. We'll take that away from this Mars potentially. So let's see. Abed is still so far from this blink, man, and he needs it.
This could be the thing that caused him some issues, because it's really, I mean, it's mostly his job, I would say, to catch GPK. Of course, we saw the godly axe snipes and stuff like that, but that's very unlikely to happen in most situations, so. Slow start for him, and save. He's actually bringing it to our bottom. Oh, for an almost attempted solo play. Nightfall is actually here.
I mean, Rupture doesn't do you a whole lot of good here. He just TP's out anyway, so.
Yep. Gonna get the
Let's try and put some pressure on the tower. They grab it, of course, thanks to the Pugna's level 3 Nether Blast.
And Nightfall, it wasn't a TP. He just used the gate, so he can kind of go anywhere he wants if he does see it. Looks like they're making a move here. They're gathering up toward mid. Fury's still very slowed down. He's got Vanguard, still not really a Midas just yet, so. He's also on the kind of that recovery boat. Same thing as Abed. Very even start here. 7-7. Barely any type of net worth lead at all.
I mean, I'm with you, like, on this Beastmaster getting this early Helm of the Overlord, but because of the Doom effect at level 15, where you can just take your Ancient...
Yeah.
Does that just nullify a lot of the lead that this Beastmaster is going to have?
He's going to be able to get quite a lot done pre-15, right? Doom's only level 8, and he's going to have Overlord
That's a good point.
pretty soon, I would say, within the next, like, 2-3 minutes. So they can pressure a lot with this. Like, that aura that it provides, too, and just how much stronger it makes your whole team fight. They'll have some big timing there. Shopify can make space, of course, for Arteezy. So I'm pretty okay with it this game. And also, I've seen a lot of times, it's like, these Dooms, like, you don't always just have Doom or Devour up. Case.
Double damage rune there.
Snags it.
Nice. What's the Witchblade? I mean, he's got a lot he can play around right now. Very scary.
Both teams seem content with just chilling back and farming. Link is now online. Abed probably asking now, let's look to make a move. Probably wanted to look for some type of setup here.
I mean, the dream pick is probably GPK, right? If you can just Blink Spear him and follow it up. But the question is, who, like, you have to have the Roar then at that point. I don't think you burst them.
No, you need to have a good amount of control. You need to have, like, the Rubik or the Roar, something, or maybe a Stolen Silence, a Waiting Rift or something. They're actually making the move.
Smoke got seen. I think it might have.
They don't want Fly. They see him. They want the bigger target. Look at this.
Yeah.
But they're just
walking right back towards him. Yeah, they're going to have to settle for the Undying.
They're still hunting for the Beast. I'm watching Toronto Tokyo playing incredibly aggressive over here. He knows.
He has to roar for the movement speed. He does not want to risk getting caught here.
Oh god, Rush. Looks like he was running into the pit to TP. He's like, wait, damn you, Rush.
Dude, that would have been so funny. Oh my goodness.
Okay. Fly tanks the gank. But that boom didn't commit much. It was just some auto attacks and stuff, so.
We're all nice stalling on the side of Shopify once again.
Yep.
It really is just an unchecked Medusa game. So
fully unchecked.
If Arteezy manages to say pretty farmed, or like manages to pull really far ahead, I think he's having a good time.
Yeah, I think it's going to be like what's going to happen with the BKB Bloodseeker timing versus the Helm of the Overlord timing kind of thing. How's the fight going to go between these two? Will they be able to slow down Nightfall? Because he's keeping himself consistent with this Medusa, just right at the top net worth. Tokyo?
I mean, Saberlight is underneath this ward here. They get the Chain Frost out. Some unlucky bounces, but it will finally come back. There's the spear into the wall, but GPK safe for the moment. And oh boy, it is a disaster right now for Shopify. They managed to get 3. In comes Arteezy on the Medusa, trying to take down Toronto Tokyo, but he pops a huge Lotus, gets so much HP back. He's going to be forced to TP on out.
He's dead!
But he doesn't even make it! Oh my goodness, the damage!
All right. Archer walks in and just at the end, and the fight's already done. He just wanted to get a kill in a tombstone, but everyone on BB's there. Not worth it at all. They lose 4. A huge play. Great. The Chain Frost bounced a little weird at the start, then bounced really nice afterwards. And GPK
trying to diving for crit still.
Yeah. That was big for BetBoom. That was pre-BKB on the Bloodseeker too. He gets involved. Does he get the last hit too? No, it's GPK, but either way. A big slip up, Shopify. Not expecting, I guess, that ward, not that vision there from Tokyo.
That ward did wonders. They kind of smoked in behind the Beastmaster. Looked like they were trying to just kind of either bait or find someone in the jungle there. but it's just instant TPs from BB, and they find exactly what they were looking for. That's such a good fight.
That was a pretty massive blunder. I mean, now, Pure, he got time to sit back, farm his Midas. His net worth is increasing, and Abed continues to really struggle. 0 and 3 so far.
We haven't seen any arena connections yet, right?
No. Tinkering around top for GPK. I mean, Crit was trying to get an angle, but BB's here.
Oh, they got the coil. Beastmaster, do they even need the Doom to take him down? It doesn't look like it. They got more than enough damage. Turning their attention onto the supports here.
It's a Rupture.
Nightfall is quite fast, and yeah, there's the Rupture. Can they cancel the TP in time? It's going to be a Doom just to secure the kill. Why not?
Bad Boom snowballing. These last 2 moves, pretty massive. Nightfall just finished BKB on his way to Mjolnir, too. Now he's got a good separation between that Dusa, too. I mean, Abed's literally having no game. They're dancing
2 times in a row, right?
Yep. I wouldn't blame him the last game, to be honest.
Yeah.
But yeah, this one he's really struggling. Now he'll find a catch.
There's your arena. Beautifully done. Grabbing the Lich here to start this one out. The stolen decrep as well here if they need it. Try and save Mars potentially. We'll see. It will end up working as RTZ trying to chase after save. Does get him with the snake. The disarm into the mana drain. Or life drain, rather. Give him plenty of HP to work with. Mars?
Can they get this one too?
No. He has the blink. Okay, he's out.
Oh, now it's an arena, and you only get a Lich. You don't even get the Pugna, so it feels quite bad. As the map UB just continues to play it in perfection. This Bloodseeker is huge. Doom is recovered entirely. Puck is massive. Big concerns, RTZ.
I haven't really even seen this Beastmaster take off, right? He was top net worth for a while.
Abed.
Is he just dead?
He's enemy. Okay.
No, they're not going to go for the dive here.
But geez, I mean, Pure has a full Octarine now. He's disassembled the Vanguard. That farm is just going to continue to accelerate.
I mean, that level 15 talent going to get here maybe a little
fast
faster
now
than we expected now.
Yeah.
Like, you just finished Helm of the Overlords. You have this timing at the moment, but you're just losing towers.
I mean, that one fight, it's honestly almost like a game-losing kind of play versus a team like BB. Like, they're going to thrive so much. They're going to get so much out of the map of it. Nightfall, yeah, BKB done, Mjolnir done completely after just these last moments. Like, the swing is enormous on the gold and the experience just in these last 3-4 minutes. Shopify,
Woke up from Shopify.
They're going to try something here. I mean, they want to use this Helm of Overlord before it's just going to get eaten by this Doom.
I mean, I feel like you have to. It's still only level 1 arena as well. Like, Abed is only level 11. If you get the Doom, it'd be sick. He is tanky, though. 2,300 HP. Not finding anything in the bottom side here. They're dodging this one out completely.
Do they just go the Roche then because they have the Beast? Looks like that is going to be the case, but I imagine BBs, they're going to fight around this Roche pit.
Perfect scan.
Yeah, they know, and they're so strong right now. I mean, GBK a full Kaya Sanj. Now, even if he gets caught in the arena, might not die at all.
Tombstone is not down from Fly.
Wants it for the fight, I guess. They're going to make it in time.
They are absolutely going to make it in time. They need a lot of help here on Shopify. This could go really bad. Abed's positioned well here. There's going to be the Blood Right. It's going to connect on three. The Rupture is out, and Saberlight is just dead to start this one off. The arena does fall. The Aegis on the ground, and it's snatched by Abed, but it's not on your Dusa.
He's alone.
He's running out of mana. The Chain Frost just destroys him. Triple kill for Nightfall. You know, Doom to follow it up. Nightfall having a great time.
Give him
Ultra
the Rampage.
Kill now, looking for crit. The man deserves it.
Give him
Rampage. Is it going to come through? He's throwing the high fives.
Oh, yeah.
Grid with a Glimmer has an illusory orb.
Oh!
Wait a minute. He's got advanced schmoves here on crit, and he's going to make it out.
It makes it out, but they lose everything. Nightfall really wants the Rampage. He even says what the WTF. That's a one game deciding fight that happens earlier into a full deciding one. They landed on everyone. Saberlight gets nothing off. They're all stacked up. Shopify have run out of steam, it feels like here. BB just too good. Too good today.
Man, I don't like you had to make some calls fast as soon as that Blood Right comes out. It almost feels like you should just defensively arena the pit. Like, I don't know.
And the thing is that they have to like full commit hit. It's just so awkward. Like
yeah.
They were just trapped, and the Chain Frost literally just starts bouncing between even Medusa illusions. And now top.
Yeah.
We'll find another one.
Dire's middle
Here with this Octarine, just constant Infernal Blades is super frustrating. And yeah, the Devour can target Ancients is now an option, so your Helm of the Overlord is just a free 250 gold.
Yep. Yeah, that whole move, honestly, yeah, everything fell apart around the Ancients. That one move, they had some timings. Perhaps they were hitting there with like the Overlord and with like the blink on the Mars and all that. But right after that, like every timing is just gone, and BB's timings are all just accelerated massively. Abed still with no game, 1-4.
It's a 15k net worth advantage. This game was like
huge.
dead even until 15 minutes.
Yep.
Like literally 15 minutes. So in 7 minutes they have taken a huge win.
BB just so much cleaner, so much better with these little small decision makings, and yeah, just all it takes is one fight versus some of these like top 2, top 3 teams in the world sometimes to just break a team open, and that's exactly what feels like it's happened. BB broke Shopify with that one play, and it's just so much that they've gotten out of this. This Nightfall now 16k net worth. He has Aghanims. Like these items are just flirty again.
Woo! I'm like trying to think what the comeback is here for Shopify, but you're just severely lacking damage now.
That you actually have none. Like your Dusa doesn't
Yeah.
do anything because there's a Frost Shield as well too that's always going to be placed down.
Dire's middle tower.
It's kind of you have to play huddled, but it doesn't feel great when your Mars hasn't gotten anything from this game. Like still no BKB.
Radiant are scanning. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Saberlight, you know, going for the BKB of his own. It'll be nice, but I mean, 2 fights in a row, he just gets like caught from a silence. So he either got doomed or blood righted. 2 fights in a row, can't offer anything.
Yep. I mean, that last one, they just were caught by literally everything. So it's like he got blood righted, silenced, like pulled, I think it was, from the Lich maybe. I didn't get to see, but... I mean, it's been a... Like, GPK is a total menace this game, too, with how well he's done versus Abed. Like, he's actually going for
He actually
potential
might
solo.
just kill him. He's gonna TP. Does he have the damage? He just does. Unreal.
Wow. Nice little play, switching the treads to Agi so he gets a little extra attack speed, every little thing mattering. IGPK, yeah. What a display. Today, he's on, like, just fully on fire. I mean, this team, BB, has been, like I said, upward trajectory this entire year.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
It's like you see a Scotty come out on the Medusa, and it feels like sad, right? Because
No damage.
normally you're like, oh, we have Scotty now, we can fight, but this is kind of just, all right, I have some more stats, I guess.
Yep.
Like,
It's tanky. There's definitely no damage at this point now.
BB take the tier 2 bottom. That will take the outpost as well. So they continue to just push their advantage.
They're just, I mean, again, they're just getting so much out of the map. Pure pretty much has BKB now done too, after a blink.
Oh my god.
Yeah, everyone's just getting huge. Even the supports have kind of all they want already at this point, save with his Glimmer Aether Lens. Is that another flawless game, it feels like, for him. And Tokyo gets just playing like a luxury Lich. Doesn't have to have too much. He actually gets to go Lens on a Lich. Very rare you get to see it. Liches go
With
for
the
this.
Vizier.
Yeah, like you don't really see Lens being able to get bought on Lich too often either. Usually it's like, oh, I need to go these Glimmers, Forces, Saves. Like this is just aggression through and through.
Is to chill back, throw some frost shields on his allies, maybe get a Sinister Gaze from downtown.
A full Octarine now. Jesus, GPK. I mean, he's keeping up with Bloodseekers and Dooms.
That is wild. Bottom lane, the coil just comes out right away onto this Medusa. And Abed gets the Arena Spear onto the puck, but there's the Frost Shield. Into a quick phase shift. They did no damage to him at all. The Stone Gaze doing some work onto the backside, catching Nightfall, but the Rupture is out. Medusa needs to be careful. A good roar into the Doom as well. Can they hold their ground? They're trying, but Nightfall gets so much health back from that Mars death, and now Pure on the run. They will be able to get themselves one return.
And they get more.
And they get more.
They might get a
They
second.
really need to find more. GPK on the backside, found they get the Lich. GPK trying to finish off Fly. He almost gets it.
Yay.
Blink away. Artwork nearby, but not enough.
Able to get away. Nice high ground hold. I mean, it's
Very good.
It's on the high ground, of course. BB trying to push forward super aggressively for it, but
Dude, GPK is so aggressive.
he's still in on
He
him.
scans the high ground. He's like, yeah, I'm going to go for the Medusa. If it weren't for the Frost Shield, like, he might have been able to find that kill.
Actually, a surprise Nightfall got away there. It was a good bailout from his team there. That actually was close to the kind of comeback there for Shopify. if they get that kill into Nightfall, would be pretty huge if Arteezy gets last hit.
Save might be in a little bit of trouble. Oh, he actually misses the dust. It's the decrep trying to run away. The body blocks are nice for the moment. We'll have one more boar, though.
Getting
He's got no
slowed.
mana. Into another glimmer. All right, this is
I mean, Doom's coming.
getting ridiculous.
Radiant
Doom is coming.
scanning.
You're... Oh, the blink.
Save.
Hiding in the trees.
He's
He's got
found.
no TP. Dude, this is ridiculous. He's like, I'm tired of this, man. Here's the roar. Get out of my game.
I think he was asking Pure for help. Pure's just gonna come in and Midas Devour and be like, all right, whatever.
Oh my... Yeah, Pierre's like, thanks for the money, my friend. He has a 700 gold kill onto the Pugna.
Very well worth the roar.
Oh, yeah.
All right, that fight does get Arteezy into a little bit of a damage position here. Does have Eagle Song. The Stone Gaze actually was quite effective there on the high ground, so.
Yeah. Okay.
Signs of life.
Grab themselves a Tormentor and a Wisdom Rune.
Mm-hmm.
Goes away a Fly. Okay, so he gets the Tombstone Shard.
Okay. So he can do some saves, and he's got Solar Crest too to buff up Artur. And Artur does, of course, have this aura from the Dominator, or the Overlord if he's near Saber Light, so some bits of damage. Nightfall.
Radiant's middle
Position
tower
around mid.
is under attack.
It's a good position here. Looking for the opening Pure, or it could go...
Just eats it.
Dude, it's so much gold, dude. It's 250 plus the 160 bonus every time. Ahmed jumps in for the arena, but you're just BKBs it, doesn't care. So, double BKBs down, arena down. You have to open the spear against these BKBs.
I think now they go for the fight on BB. They still have Doom. I think Arena is very important for the side of Shopify just to keep them encapsulated around the Medusa, so they're immediately running toward top, and it is actually toward Arteezy. This could catch him off guard.
He comes down off that high ground. Uh-oh.
Oh
This is
my god, they broke.
super scary.
They know.
got him.
They found him.
Sinister Gaze is there. All of his mana just gone. Does get the Stone Gaze off for the moment. No way to TP, of course. And Nightfall claims himself another kill. And meanwhile, GPK soloing off Rubik here. Does manage to steal the orb, but it's not enough. Godlike spree now on this puck.
But that was a very cool smoke rotation, too. They just knew, it seemed like, that he was playing up toward top around there. Great identification. Great. It's literally just great ways of just knowing the map. Great macro movement. Level 20's hit. GPK still has this gem. Takes away the wards controlling this area here. 40 seconds, no Dusa.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
There's still... Yeah, I'm trying to think like what movements you can make here on Shopify, but with this puck being so dangerous, like you can't actually show in lanes.
It probably is. This feels weird to say, but it might be trying to get a Roshan sneak or something again. Potentially like shove lanes out and look for it, but not easy. I feel like they will just get met by BB.
Oh, you see Ahmed there? Still
No.
hiding in the trees. Okay.
And GPK just cutting creep waves, continuing to get even bigger. Ceremonial robe, and he's got what looks like the overwhelming blink soon finished. He's gonna do so much damage in these fights. Yeah, he is huge.
Smoke mid, right under a ward. All of this scene right by BB. They saw the Tormentor, so they have an idea of where BB are, but...
BB's gonna set up
They
for
could-
them.
Yeah, exactly. Question is, how do you bait this? Scan comes out, doesn't quite connect. They do have a decent ward here by the Tormentor, but here comes the counter smoke.
They see the courier from GPK. I mean, this is a massive kill if they're able to get it. He's not squishy
Ward?
though.
You got a telekinesis into the spear. The arena comes down, but can you even kill him? There's the
Too
ward. The
takey.
Frost Shield just doing so much heavy lifting in this fight. GPK is out, and they just disengage. Here is. They just rupture up the Medusa. Not for much of anything there, but they're going to try. GPK continuing to just cause so many problems, and in comes Nightfall. There he goes, pops the BKB. The Rupture thrown back the other way. Nightfall is stuck here, but the damage is just overwhelming. Saberlight falls. Nightfall, you're ruptured, bud. He dies! Oh, no.
But worth it.
He did not realize, but does it matter?
He said it. He just held his ground. GPK too big. breaks the smoke, tanks everything. I think he gets glimmered, decrept, frost shield, etc. They can't focus him. They reset out, and then boom. He lands, what, a 5-man overwhelming blink, and that's just allows this Bloodseeker to find the Dusa.
What a bait, man. It all starts off on, like, seeing that smoke in the first place, but the play to just, like, kind of just throw the puck in.
He knows that he's
just
too tanky.
trusting.
Yeah. He's got his
That's
double
wild.
little save plays, and this isn't no, like, 1,000 HP puck. This is a 3,500 HP puck.
Just so nuts. What the heck? Yeah, he is tanky. Very tanky. Well, we'll see what Shopify can do here. It is not going to be easy. I mean, he's got a gem on the puck, so you are not safe anymore trying to get away from this hero.
No, I'm seeing Saberlight now. He's got the optimistic queue up of the nullifier because it's absolutely what they need. They need this nullifier to be able to focus fire targets inside of these arenas.
Dude, you had perfect spell layering too. It was telekinesis into spear, into the arena, into the roar, and he just tanks it all. Like,
I mean,
that is rough.
it's like if he didn't, like this frost shield did some work, and then he gets decrept, and then they have nothing to go through it because they're all, they're all really physical damage at that point.
A prize.
Now, Roche, it's prime for the pickings for BB. They're set up on bottom. Adidi's actually bottom too, so Nightfall is actually not going to walk past it. Shopify smoked.
This one not seen.
They-
It'll go better for them.
They'll actually get DD themselves. Okay. Could be big for Artur.
The real question is, who can you find, if anything? Because they're set up bottom here near the Roach Pit once again.
They have to find the supports. At least, if you're going to go for some type of arena play or something, you have to make
the
sure
scan
these
hits.
two are addressed somehow, because they're just saving too much.
They know of the smoke. But do they see Nightfall? Oh, he gets the blink. He's got a lot of shield from this Ags as well. Kind of stealing the blood right. Now this is just very awkward.
They're kind of scouted over here. Orbs continuously looking at them. Oh, this is real awkward. The DD's wearing off.
Yeah. Double wards here from BB2. Just scouting this whole mid area of the lane. Meanwhile, Shopify are playing in darkness for the most part. All they have is this hawk over the Roche Pit.
They're just
They've got to cut
waiting.
these waves, right? They can't allow this to keep pushing. Okay, yeah, they do.
Yeah, they got to address this.
They're just leaving.
Yeah, they're just leaving. He's going to scout that probably in a second here and perhaps just commit for the Roche.
It's kind of smart because Roche is moving.
Oh, so
20
maybe
seconds.
that's okay. I mean, they're prepping. Okay.
They all TP top. So they're going to try and play for the portal. They scan it right now to see if BB's coming through.
This is actually cool. But
There
they're
it is.
taking
They're
it
not
right
gonna make
now.
it in
They're getting
time.
there first.
Fly's walking up, tries to place the ward. They see them all come through the portal.
RTZ. Oop, it's an illusion.
Ooh. Dude, that would have been a really good bait if he gets the Doom there.
Now the standoff.
D-ward immediately.
Who's got the ward? Who's got the smoke? Or Shopify, they have the smoke for the wraparound. Betboom have a smoke or another ward here? They do.
C-Pure. He just blinks back away, though. The Hawk will scout him again.
Nightfall. He's
Actually,
walking right
Nightfall's the big target. The telekinesis. But can you even kill this guy? The roar comes out, but it's too late. He got the BKB and GPK jumping into the back line, trying to make some chaos here. They get rid of the illusions right away. And Medusa's Hawk. The Doom comes out. She's ruptured up, and there's going to be the arena. Nice grab onto the ledge. They're trying to sustain. Nightfall stuck on the other side of the wall, but the Medusa is done. Out of mana. The damage once again coming through, but Nightfall will fall. Can they finish off the Medusa? They do. Finally, GPK doing too much work here, as it's a 4-for-1 favoring Betboom.
Again and again, the Pug and the Lich doing so much work. I keep seeing crit spam pinging them. They just keep getting these saves. Nightfall, I mean, this is a fresh Butterfly and Elven Tunic, so he tanks the majority. Somehow it does end up going down, but yeah, at what cost? They just throw everything on the Medusa that time. They didn't care, the Doom and whatnot.
Yeah. I mean, where else is your damage, right? If Medusa dies.
It is all RTZ for the deeps. Meanwhile, for the side of BB, it's everybody actually doing the deeps. It's not just Nightfall by any means. GPK is probably the highest damage doing hero in this game. 17, 1, and 9.
And Infernal Blade's up there too now, right? Like Flames even. It all adds up.
Everything
from the
does.
Doom.
Yeah.
Tower has fallen. Radiant's top tower.
And I'm continuously seeing save even too. I saw like the Medusa illusions drop down. He drops ward, life drains it for a quick second, clears the illusions out too. Just
Yeah,
a very
that was
good,
such a slick play.
very good, just very quick, decisive team fighting here from bbteam, and they're baiting the right targets. They're just like, okay, this time we'll bait Nightfall and still just dominate that one.
Well, they decide to hold off on the Roche, obviously, until Nightfall's back.
Mm-hmm.
See, tier 4 items are going to drop here. GPK has a ninja gear. Even more difficult to find now.
31,000 gold lead.
I didn't even realize it was that bad.
It's just getting larger and larger. I mean, it's an Octarine Midas Doom, but it's GPK being ahead of this Doom throughout the entirety of this game. Crazy performance. Look, it's
very good puck performance, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like Abed, he's going the Hex instead of him also going Nullifier. So they're really putting a lot of this pressure onto Saberlight to get these dispels to perhaps just do like a lot of everything. That's quite a lot to ask for. I guess he just really wants to get that extra form of catch versus the puck, but I feel like catch might... I mean, damage is definitely an issue. And these saves, these shields, these decrepify, so...
I don't know how you play it. Like, it's really hard to play around defensive capability that BB have.
Yeah, and there's the Roche. They're going to be able to walk into it. Any good neutral items being picked up. You said the ninja gear for GPK. He's actually going to hit 20 as well, too. Or 25, sorry.
I did not realize Sinister Gaze lasts the 2 times duration on Roshan. That is 5-second stun. That is crazy.
Oh, cool. I haven't seen that. GPK in, bottom.
He just immediately jumps in onto the Rubik, tries to save himself with the Glimmer Cape, but there's a gem. And he's gone.
And they want more. Save on the hunt. Next, he's just going to find himself a ward.
Why makes it out? Abed makes it out. Really quick response, right? They know they have the Roche secured. And GPK just instantly TP's bot.
I think he's really, like I said, he's really feeling himself this whole game, and he's just pushing the limits of his hero. No fear. Level 25's hit. Dreamcall pierces magic immunity, so another layer for the Beastmaster and Mars to worry about.
This Null Tormentor might backfire. The Radiant Scan, they see it. They've got to get this and run. As GPK comes in, Abed will get the shard. Not a bad one by any means. The Hex does come out. Save is on top of the Dusa. Stone Gaze is popped. You will not have this, but they're also not done running at you.
GPK wants him.
Just jumps the back line. Goodbye, Undying. Abed ruptured up, falls so fast that Medusa is going to fall next. An absolute disaster for Shopify here inside their bases. GPK and Pure are making quick work of every single hero. 4 dead, 1 dieback. An absolute massacre.
They just are so confident. Look at this. They even want to go into the fountain.
Okay, there was a Saberlight Beastmaster there when he bought back, but not anymore.
Literally died instantly? Okay.
Yeah. Up Shrub once again onto the Medusa. It doesn't really matter all that much, but holds her back at least. Save nearly dies to the tower and stuff.
That feels like a little bit of a statement there from BB. They're like, come on, guys.
It is.
Get out. Like, we just jumped you into your fountain. Lincoln's on the Lich. Okay, Toronto.
Why not?
Luxury.
Yeah. Just throw that on one of your allies. Make sure they don't get roared. More defensive capabilities. Also just protecting himself. Sinister Gaze catches the Rubik here. Has the gem. Help beat him down. Another death. As Medusa just stands here and watches.
She tickles.
Yeah, there's just no damage. Shopify absolutely beat down in this series. Game 1, an absolute bloodbath, and Game 2, not much better. I mean, it really just fell apart after that Ancient move like you were talking about.
Yeah, I mean, it was like very even, I would say, first 15 minutes, and then literally right after that, the game just flipped over on its head completely. They get like 2-3 full items. They didn't even have to use Nightfall's BKB in that instance all the way back then, if you remember, and that's... Damn. I mean, what a display, really, from BB. Especially at GPK, I have to give him tons of merit this game. 34 kill involvement out of the 40.
18, 1, and 16.
Yeah.
Lots 2 done on him now. It'll be very easy for him to join the fight as Pure has a ninja gear now, so he can just TP in onto his Doom.
Is Arteezy not getting a better neutral item? He's hanging on to Paladin Sword, which is like one of the... Lifesteal doesn't really do anything for you, so... I don't know. I've been looking at him holding it for like this entire time. Maybe he just didn't find anything better, but it's weird.
I have sometimes played a like universal hero, and you just roll like 0 stat items for all of your jungle items. It just feels so bad. I wonder, like, that could have happened to him there, but
Pure's just in.
It doesn't matter. Yep, BKBs are out. The chase onto the Medusa. They do get the Entomb there. That will buy on some space. The Roar out from Saberlight, but Medusa's mana. It's just all gone, and you can't stop this Nightfall. They're trying. The heals actually from the fly. Is it enough? It's not. Too much damage. GG's come out, and Nightfall continues to run train on these heroes. He never gets his Rampage, but he wins the mental battle for sure.
Jeez, yeah, today was quite a display, really. This was spectacular, really, from BB. First game, I mean, this one wasn't. First game wasn't even a game. Second game, I would say relatively even. Abed was absolutely struggling still up to that, like, 15 minutes marks, but then, I mean, all their timings, everything got shot. They were, like, timing for their Helm of Overlord thing, like, all these, like, few little timings that they did have coming in, and then they end up getting wiped. Doom gets level, like, 7 levels. Or 6 levels in that time, that duration after those fights. He gets the Devoured talent and everything. That was, yeah, wow. That boom. Hot stuff.
I mean, there's a reason that people like value this team so highly. Like, they have just looked so good over the last 6 months.
Yeah.
Just getting better and better. This is the funny, like, only death that GBK takes this whole game. A stray set of axes from Saberlight, right? The fact that that is his only death is remarkable.
And this is the fight that feels like it turned absolutely everything. Any timings that Shopify was looking to kind of hit there, everything gets stopped. They lose 3, and then Arteezy just, like, walks in and just gives his life, offers it there, getting a kill onto Tokyo and a tombstone, but no way worth it.
Definitely thought he was tankier than he was, being able to TP out there. But yeah, you're right. All momentum lost. It was a dead even game up to that point. Literally no net worth advantage for either team, no XP advantage for either team. And suddenly over the next, 7 to 8 minutes, we see BB pull ahead with like a 10 to 15k net worth advantage.
Yeah, I don't really want to see Abed playing Mars in particular, gotta be honest. Not that it's like he's bad at it or anything. I don't really like mid Mars so much, but he's just so much better on everything else. So maybe they thought there was nothing else really left for them to do it, but he got danced on this game, really. Like they kind of toyed with him, especially GPK. They put the onus on like pressuring him too with rotations, and I mean it absolutely worked. This was just so clean here from BB. I mean, they're Doom Pugna. This is one of their best strats that they'd like to run. We definitely see why.
I mean, you were right, man. Saves Pugna was absolutely nuts this game. He played super well.
Yeah, I don't know how he does it. He always does it. His laning is just really good. He doesn't even... Like, I've actually watched, like, just literally staring at him for first 5 minutes. He doesn't do, like, these super fancy... He just hits people. He just literally utilizes the attack range and the constant harassment you get from Pugna, and that's super good, so... I don't know how much more good things I can say for BB, but Shopify definitely have quite a few things to fix going on into this tournament.
Yeah, that's going to be a rough day one for them. I mean, they started out okay. They got the 1-1, but the 0-2 here is going to make it rough. They're going to fall to 1-3 as BB are sitting at the top of their groups, sitting at 4-0 now after a phenomenal day one.
Could be expected.
They're obviously going to be very happy there. EG, PSG, LG, the other ones at 3-1.
Is the play of the day? Them diving?
Yeah. just the exact same one, the fountain farm. That's good stuff. I love that.
Saberlight getting disintegrated, right, or something? Okay, maybe this was it. Because this was pretty good. Look at GPK jumping in here. This was insane. Boom! Lands it on literally all 5 heroes. Everyone's in panic mode in the back lines as Nightfall just sticks it. And also,
4-hero coil as well, right?
Yeah.
And then it's just Artur completely isolated. Like, they can't help him. Nightfall does die here to his own rupture, but, I don't think BB really mind all that much. They're having fun with it at this point.
Yeah, they really started to toy with them a little bit, it did feel like. And looking at, I did want to bring up the damage numbers as well, too. Because it did, I even felt like Tokyo, the Lich, he's doing like some really nice chain frost and stuff like that, but here's the differential, here's the split up. GPK, 43,000, the next highest in the game, 27k. So, a total beastly performance from that buck.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was...
Man, I love this first series. Like, Nine Panda's Quest was so sick. And this is one of the best series we've seen in a bit.
And I like that that's the Colonel's choice there. The self-deny from a jug, something you don't see too often.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this was a
It worked,
man. We had a fun day. Really good exchange of series. I mean, for Shopify fans, maybe not so much, of course, but...
Any BB fans out there, you're very happy with how this day has gone. But good stuff all around. Quest looked super good this morning. I just want to say, like, even though, they draw the series, I think a lot of that was just some incredible late game plays there from Nine Pandas, but Quest looked really, really, really good. So it's good to see them still performing well.
Yeah, I mean, Malik definitely looked really impressive. I like his style. I've always been a bit of a fan of his too when he was playing. I think it was like HR and some of these other teams too. He's super good player, great understanding. So yeah, we got to see a lot of good games. Got to see some, unfortunately, a very, very weird game, of course, the first game of Shopify. But hey, sometimes that happens in these type of tournaments. Sometimes there's just these. It's always one game, I feel like, at every tournament where it's just these musical lanes happen, and one team's just like, why do we do this? So,
yeah. You always get one. That's true. Well, it's been a fun day, but that is going to bring it to an end. We've got 3 more days of the group stage ahead, so you definitely want to make sure to come back here tomorrow. There's going to be a lot more Dota to be played, but for Foggy and myself, we're going to call it a night. Thank you all so much for tuning in. We will see you all tomorrow. Have a wonderful evening.